With that hustle, I'm eating. I suggest you niggas try this. Scrape the plate, move the weight, I got the itis. I'm sick, I'm addicted to the dough. You take a hit of how this feel, you won't know. It's sorta like what crack did to Pookie and New Jack. It's up when I cross over, there ain't no coming back. Take a hit of this is what
I'm just saying, like,
cooking.
if I approach him, I'm gonna be ready, man. I've seen that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
you're not gonna.
like, I don't want you to listen to my music, goddamn it.
Yeah, it's no look at my IG type shit.
Yeah, I would be like, what up, Fifth? And just keep moving and shit. I mean,
we're gonna get into that.
Slide through.
Yo, welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
It was an early episode.
Early episode 42. We here live. It's a little hot today.
Fuck yeah,
Hot
bro.
Day.
It's a
Yeah.
little-
Nice, hot, beautiful day out here in the
God,
831.
This is the first hot day where I'm like, damn, I want to go out and actually do something.
Yeah, I know, right?
What, you don't do nothing?
Yeah. No, I went out to I took care of my little brother, took him to the theaters, and then rode him around Carmel. Then I took him to the beach at Lovers Point.
What y'all end up watching?
That new movie Pets 2.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay,
he's
no
bugging me
ladder?
about it
I
and
thought
shit
you might have
like that.
took him to Godzilla or something.
Nah, he don't like that shit.
Godzilla
okay.
was hard.
You
What's
watched
it? It looks kind of weird
Yeah,
though.
it was. I'm a Godzilla fan, man.
Yeah,
I grew up on that
me
shit.
too.
When I
Wait,
was
that's
little
what-
and shit, so, like, you
Who's
know what
in
I
that
mean?
movie?
Like, huh?
Who's in that one?
Who's in it? Some
Fucking
famous
fine,
dude. It's some famous dude.
That one, the one bitch from the what was it? The haunted shit with the I forgot. It was like the
Just that
Cindy
one
bitch?
bitch, bro. It's just that one
Yeah.
bitch. Right?
no,
ain't
no,
nothing
you know,
else
like
to
the
say,
husband
huh?
and wife, like they know demonology or whatever. the
Oh,
fuck.
okay,
Oh,
from the
okay,
Conjuring
okay,
and shit.
yeah,
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. But yeah, she was in it and like she plays the mom. But I just wasn't convinced with her role because I was just like, why the fuck would you do that to your family and type shit?
Yeah.
And like to me, I was like, nah, this is unbelievable. This is not believable. But as far as the monster fights, I was like, okay,
I heard
that shit was tight.
Fire,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, the big ass fucking dragon creature in that shit was tight.
Fucking it up.
Yeah, and then to
Fucking-
watch Godzilla fuck him up was tight too.
Fucking Godzilla was
Spoiler
doing
alert.
push-ups in the
Spoiler
ocean or some
Spoiler
shit. That
alert.
motherfucker was.
He was working out in the
Although
ocean?
I'm sure
That
it was in the
motherfucker-
previews. I'm
Lifting
sure
up,
they
hey,
seen
lifting
it.
up ships for his biceps or whatever. The
Godzilla
fuck.
was fucking bulk as
He's a
fuck.
G.
No, he wasn't. That motherfucker was fat as
He was
fuck.
sluggish. Hey, he was looking kind of sluggish and shit.
Yeah,
Fucked
I was
up.
like, bruh, what's wrong with Godzilla? This motherfucker, damn, you been eating too much.
Yeah.
And man, that'll
He's
do that
living
to you
good.
after
That
years.
seafood,
You know what I
bro.
mean? You don't
Yeah.
look the same after years.
He's living good.
Shit, well,
is.
people,
He's
man, we gotta.
definitely in.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we got a special guest today, man. Hey, you want to introduce yourself, brother?
Yeah, man, I'm Savi of Two Fly Music Group. You know, Castroville, California native. You know what I mean? Came with my team, man. Met some good dudes right here, so we about to talk it up. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, hell yeah, man.
Thank you for sliding. Thank you
Tell
for
us,
sliding.
man. Tell us how it kind of started.
So shoot, my movement started back in I want to say 2003. We did the whole Savage Pros thing for the area. It was like the cover with all the dudes in green. You know what I mean? And I kind of piloted that shit. And we held that for a while. You know, that was when the hyphy movement was popping. We was working with Jimmy Roses and all them, Gold Toes and all them. And then you know, just I want to say around probably like 2011, 2012, we rebranded. Just life happened. You know what I mean? We was like 30 deep, bro. Like it was wild. And you know, life happens. Everybody did their own thing, went their own way. And I just, you know, I got my boys with me that's here right now. And you know, we carried the torch. You know what I mean? Take our lessons and experiences and just push it towards this movement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's been a rough road. Like it's crazy to stay resilient and shit. But you know, shit, man, this is in us. You know, I look at them houses on Carmel Hills and Pebble Beach, and I'm like, we still got a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Feel that.
I ain't letting go of that. So you know what I mean? Just let it fuel me and shit like that, man.
Respect, brother.
Yeah.
Was that the first album, the Savage Bros, the one where everyone was wearing green? Because I remember that. I remember that one dropping, man. I was like, oh shit, they're signing already to this land.
yeah. We was doing that. We was doing that. We dropped like 3 of them, 3 Savulations. You know, when the first one came out, that was wild because we was just running every streets. You know what I mean? Just try not to let anywhere limit us and where we got our music to. You know what I mean? Because my whole thing is, I always came into this game with like everybody could feel this shit. I don't want to make it just for one person, one type of people. You know what I'm saying? Like I want everybody to be a listener. I want everybody got struggles, you know what I'm saying, and pain. So it's like, you know, just to be universal, whether it's picking you up, putting you down, you know what I mean, things of that nature. So it's like we did the Savilation things, and we always chose green because that's something everybody love in common, no matter what color you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Because money's green.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So we was
money's
moving.
green, weed's green.
Yeah, yeah, all the good things in life, man. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I
man.
fuck with that. Yeah, I, that's my favorite color, man.
I like that approach because you're not setting a fence for yourself. You're actually opening the gate.
Yeah, and see when the boys got involved, you know what I mean, they was over here trying to use our you know, material in court and things of that against good people that we knew that are you know, either got incarcerated or things of that nature. They had nothing to work on because it's green. You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna say? You know what I mean? So and our you know, overall you know, marketing structure was never based around anything other than pushing that message, like, you know, get that money, you know, smoke that loud, you know what I mean, things of that nature. But,
Right.
yeah, man, it was crazy. It was a crazy time. We got established in a lot of the cities, Seaside especially, you know, just the whole bowl in general, and Northern California in general too. And you know, as far as Savage Pros, I'm pretty sure we reached out a couple other locations, but you know, it was a good time, man. For real.
That's crazy.
Coming out of Castroville. Oh, my bad.
Go for it,
I didn't mean to cut you, man.
Go for it.
I was going to say, coming out of Castroville, did that kind of made you and your group kind of go a little harder because you're not from the, you know, the cities you
typically hear.
necessarily hear. Like, you hear Salinas a lot.
Word.
You might hear a little bit of Seaside, but, you know, Castroville is its own little city. So it's like, did that kind of made you guys be like, all right, man, we got to really push this shit. We got to
you
go
know,
out.
it did. And I think what really, you know, gave us the drive was just nobody willing to give you a handout, especially in this area, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody got their own hustle. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, let me get further, and then I might look back and see what's good, like if I could do something for you. But, you know, as far as Castroville, you know, we had King and Fury. You know, Fury, you know, he was fucking with Castroville a lot with King. Heck used to come out a lot.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So it's always, you know, King's always had a little established, you know, just being a mecca in the sense of contributing to the salad bowl music in general. So I was just like, fuck it. I looked up to all that, bro. Like, I was like, you know what? I've always started in this game, like, if I don't know how I'm going to do it, I'm going to learn it. I ain't got no money to pay for it. So I'm going to see what I could do to just soak up the game, watch somebody else do it, you know, save some presets. If I see somebody mixing, I'm going to be like, oh, I see the way they groove that, so I'm going to do that to mine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's like, and being from Castroville, yeah, there was a lot of obstacles, you know what I mean, especially expanding to the bigger cities like Seaside and Salinas, but it was like, I promoted love to the sense of people were fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? Salinas is like, let's go. You know what I mean? Seaside, let's go. Let's do this 831. Let's, you know what I mean? Like, and it was like that. You know what I mean? Like, even when we did the video, you know, I never did videos. Till this day, I got a couple, but like, I don't like cameras. I don't like none of that. I ain't no pretty motherfucker. You know what I mean? But I
feel like camera works like
you feel me?
You feel awkward a little bit under the camera.
My
I
voice.
mean, this being a just podcast, like I'm sure we can all chill. So we're like, you know what I mean? Like fuck it, we're chilling.
We don't got
like
the camera, like.
No, with a video, I feel like it's almost like you have to provide like kind of like an eye candy.
Yeah,
like
word.
you know what I mean. It's like a certain direction in order to capture.
You got to get your good side.
Yeah. And I feel what he's saying because I'm the same way in front of the camera. I'm like, I'm not a pretty motherfucker. Like I don't know.
And I'll admit that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
like 50 said, I'm not a pretty nigga, but my mom think I'm handsome.
Yeah, man. So even in the sense to like, my ideas always are bigger than my budget. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, if I'm not going to do it the way I want to do it, I'm probably not going to do it. And I know that's kind of like, you shouldn't think that way because every step's a level and you reflect, you know what I'm saying? Once you get to that level you want to be at. But yeah, man, you know, when we did do the videos, everybody showed love, man. Everybody in Salinas was like, come through. You know what I mean? Bring the cam. We'll just fuck around a little bit. Even in the projects over here in Seaside, hey, come through. You know what I mean? Valley and all them, when we did do the videos, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, come through. Hex ain't the same. But yeah, man, it's the Savage Pros thing was that was wild. You know what I mean? People to this day, like, man, I remember like rolling a blunt on your guys' flyer. Like, that's how I found out about you. I was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like, it was good marketing. You know what I mean? Use that shit to roll a blunt. I ain't mad at you.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that shit was cool. It was
you got to get in where you fit in.
Yeah,
that's
for real.
Dope.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. How was it working with Gold Toes and?
It was cool, man. Learned a lot. You know what I mean? Especially Jimmy, man. Like, Toes was there, you know what I mean? Kind of be the plug to get to the next, you know, whoever we needed to get to. But Jimmy was like that was my man right there, because he was like, you know, he's older than me. So being a young, you know, Hispanic artist, you see people like that. Y'all remember Who Rocked the Party when that shit came out?
Slap.
Like that shit was slapping, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, Jimmy, this motherfucker, his whole swag though, you know what I mean? Like he come out like it was him. It was who he was when he talked. It was who, you know what I mean? Like he wasn't faking nothing like that. And him being Hispanic in the game, it's like there ain't too many routes you could take. You know what I mean? And being fly is one of them. He took that route. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna soak up some games, you know, stick around this man, keep bringing him into the studio, things of that nature. And I got like 2 projects with him back in those days on those albums and shit. And it was dope. It was definitely dope. Yeah.
You've also worked with the mob figure legend, huh? I remember you got some work with Ryder J. Clive.
Yeah, we had Ryder on there. Again, he was at King's. Surge Knight put that together, I think. They were just like, "What's good, man? You want Ryder?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, you know, fucking money
the
gang,
Ryder.
dog. Yeah, that was
the Ryder.
him and Cash, you know what I mean?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, we'll be over there right now." And you know, just off our first album, the one that we legitimately pressed, like you push about 1,500 into an album at those times, you know, get it pressed, do the artwork. We must have made like 12. You know what I'm saying? And we was out there in front of Safeway on North Main at the mall, you know, places we probably shouldn't have been, you know what I'm saying? Putting ourselves out there like that, but we were, you know, we were sending a message like, this is who we are, this is what we do, it's all bona fide, you know what I mean? And our money has always been invested, you know what I mean? Like we never pocketed nothing like, here's a day's work. It was more like, nah, hey, Ryder's at the studio right now, get him on, you know what I mean? And we made that move quick because I've always been a fan of Ryder J. Clyde, you know what I mean? And you know, when him and the mob figures and all that with Jack and them, and yeah, man.
R.I.P. to Jack.
Mad respect.
Yeah, R.I.P. man.
Yeah, rest in peace.
That's a real dude right there. I got to spend some time with him in the back of Planet Gemini when they brought him down one time. We was over there complaining about another artist that got all Hollywood on us. And yeah, and he was solid though. He was like, that ain't my dude. Like, shit, I don't give a fuck about him. And you know, the homies over here, Buzz, like, what's up with your boy, man? And you know, the Jack's just real humble, sharing a big ass bottle of Patron with us. And you know, I mean, it's been fun with all that, man. That was one we're more connected to working with a lot of Bay Area artists, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's crazy.
Definitely something you can, you know, look upon and be like, hey, at least we did that.
Yeah, the Bay love's always there for us, you know what I'm saying? Like even with us rebranding, like that was tough, man. You can't, you know, like my man knows about the Savulation. He don't know about Two Fly Music Group. You know what I'm saying? So rebranding was the hardest thing to do. Yeah. But San Francisco and San Jose has been continually supportive. Like they followed that.
Shouts out to them.
Yeah, for real. Like the city on my analytics, I know about all that stuff, man. So I always engage in where my audiences are. And San Francisco is strong. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, that's dope. I can go out to the city and probably, you know what I mean, find a good spot and rock it and fill it up.
Yeah. I love San Jose. I think it's definitely one of the most underrated cities. It's a cool place to be.
That's where I live now, man. I just moved up there about 2-3 months ago. So
in the city?
Yeah, up there in San Jose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I wanted to be around that money, you know what I mean? I'm going to school up there at the university in San Jose. So
nice.
I was like, you know what? I need to be breathing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Soaking the game up for my neighbors, you know what I mean? Like Teslas all day. I'm trying to see what they doing, you know what I mean? See if they, you know, get me in for an interview or something like that. Yeah, man.
How did you get Thizz Latin to notice you guys?
A lot of people noticed our presence when we were moving on the streets. You know what I mean? Just like all the shows that we got. Like if you guys ever went to the All Bay show in Salinas at the Fox Theater when they was kind of doing more shows there. Like we got all that just off the strength of us popping up to shows. They didn't know we was gonna be there. We just, hey, what's up? We got CDs for sale. Hey, homie, there's a show at the Fox tonight. Fuck it, we going. You know what I mean? Promoters will get mad at us. Security will get mad at us because we, you know, about 15 deep in front selling CDs. Man. Yeah. And people like David Adams and all them, they noticed that. Yeah. You know what I mean? They was like, yo, hey, you know, he was over here like, oh man, y'all looking like a freaking walking felony, but you know, shit.
But you know what? That's good marketing.
Yeah. He's like, I see you guys, you know, here, if you can help me out, I'll help you out. And so we did, you know, did some tickets, exchanging things of that nature to flip some tickets and get our peoples in there. And next thing you know, we're rocking the stage with you know, Jack coming on after us, 40 coming on after us, Too Short. That's good. You know, man.
So you opened up for big.
Yeah. It was
it
was fun, man. The first show, I think, like major show I had when I was 17. Monster Made Music. My man Greg that I'm working with now. He got me in right here. What was this? Octane. The one that used to be right here in downtown Monterey, or
was it the Hippodrome?
Hippodrome, yeah. And that was with 40 and Short. I was 17
yeah,
years
yeah.
old, man. I had a fake ID in that motherfucker. Like,
Man, we were supposed to get up in there, but
Yeah.
we was too late. I remember that
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like maybe at least 14,
Yeah.
15 at the time. I was
Yeah.
trying to get in there though.
Nah, for
I'm
real.
but the
Yeah.
security was actually like a second father to
Yeah.
me. Shouts out to Big James.
yeah,
He was working
Yeah.
security.
He probably
that
helped
night,
me out
yeah.
too, man. I was probably wilding out, and he was probably like, "Hey, calm down." You know
That's
what I
Big
mean?
James
Like,
though. Yeah, he probably
yeah.
did.
And yeah, man, we got in there. It was funny because I was gonna hit stage. That was like probably the most fucking energy I've ever seen out of a crowd because it was short and 40 that night. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like you know, my man that I just mentioned, Greg from Monster Made Music. At the time, we had management. That boy had cash, so he got us in. You know what I'm saying? Paid our way in, and it was funny because they had to shake me around before I went on stage. They was like, "Hey, stop drinking." I'm like, "Man, I'm 17 years old in the club. What you think I'm gonna be doing in here? Like, I ain't never been here in my life, man. I was wilding out."
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
When
so
you 17 in the club,
Oh,
everybody
man.
gotta imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wilding out.
yeah. So it was a good experience, man. Stage life has always been fun, and I think that's why my knees are messed up right now. Because you know that's when D-Lo had that dance with the no ho shit going on. Remember when they stomping and all that?
Yeah.
My knees regret it. You know what I mean?
Man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that NoHo mix and
Yeah.
like before he got all famous
Yeah,
and everything.
yeah,
He
yeah.
really, like Boys in the Hood.
But
But like
even-
showing me the
even-
tape and
yeah.
shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Even just gigging in general, that shit mess your knees up, your back up. You know what I mean? So I'm all buzzed. I'm probably next show I have, man. I'm gonna have a seat up there with the light just shining down, just real calm.
A
But
real
yeah,
nice,
man.
comfy seat.
Yeah,
I heard who was it? Andre Nicotina does some things like that, don't he?
yeah,
Like where he just
yeah.
co-assists and
real cool, chill,
and just rap
kind
it
of like
out.
on some cold shit. You know what I mean? You see Cold Boy at a stool
doing
up there,
more like some poetry live type
speaking
shit.
to them, speaking to
Yeah.
the people. Yup. That's kind of where I'm at as an artist, to be honest with you, right now. Just conscious, you know what I mean? But still trying to make good energy music.
Right.
Yeah, man.
For sure. How was the plan that this Latin gave you guys? Did they give you like freedom to do what you guys wanted to do? Did they offer like? You guys mentioned like you guys had Rida and all that. They offered that. That's what they provided.
So in a sense, I don't think that they covered that. You know what I'm saying? It was more like at the time, it was a real exclusive distribution deal. You probably know what's up, man. Like it was hot at the time, but then
Yeah.
everybody started getting signed.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
kind of like you
When
didn't
too many
become
people
that.
get signed,
Yeah,
it's
it kind of it takes away the value from the deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we was like, all right, cool. Like. And it complicated things because we from the coast, man. Like I'm not from the Bay. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And I don't want to use their name to further
Right.
myself. I'd rather do it independently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we all from this area, so let's push this area. So that's
Yeah.
where I kind of started losing interest because like even when we'd hit the stage, people would start saying, "Oh, we got this Latin." It's like, but when you think this Latin, you think Jimmy Roses.
Yeah,
You think the hot lineup of whoever it is that they
Gold
had signed.
Toes,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And so I'm like, nah, man. It's like at the time it was like Savage Pros or Savi or whatever. But it's like,
And they
yeah.
probably assume Bay Area as well.
Yeah. There was problems out of that, man. Like people was like, you ain't this Latin, and other things happened after that, but whatever. But you know what I mean? It's like I said, man, it's just, I've always been independent, you know what I'm saying? I kind of, that wave was cool. It was influenced by everybody around me, like do it, and more power to them. And I appreciated the opportunity, but I'm more of a independent type of dude, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah.
That's what's up though.
Yeah, it was cool though, man. It was a good experience. Like I said, a lot of lessons learned, and game that you can't buy, man. You just got to live through it. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't try to force you like, all right, if you're gonna be signed to us, you got to make this sound.
Nah.
Yeah.
They
And
liked your sound.
Yeah. And I went through that though. Like I said, when I got that nice, big, beautiful show opportunity here, when we did that with Short and 40, old boy, like I said, who was holding that deal up, he offered me a deal to sign with him exclusively, and we're talking 150,000. You know what I'm saying? But for like 2 albums or something like that.
totally.
And at the time, it sounded good. This man got money. You know what he's doing. But once he told me,
And were you still 17? My bad.
yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
17,
You
they
feel
offer
me?
you
You got
150,000.
bro. That's,
You gotta understand
that's
the
you know what I'm
situation.
saying? That's 3 years of legitimate work. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
And I looked at my team, and he said, I don't want you talking about nobody else. I don't want you representing Savage Pros. I don't want none of that. I don't want you working with them artists. And I looked at my team and I said, you know what, man, I come from where I come from. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to skip on that shit. I went to his house to say
Word.
that. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't put money on me. I'm going to get it anyway somehow. You know what I'm saying? So
Hell yeah.
that 150,000 sound cool, but I ain't about to slave it away for that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I just rejected him on that, man. And it was kind of like my boy did put me in a position to win if I were to take it at the time, but I just nah, I didn't like that. I don't like those guidelines. You know what I mean? I don't like anybody telling you
Yeah,
what
especially
to do.
forget your peoples and just
and we're talking about when I had like 10, 20 dudes on my team. You know what I mean? The whole Sabulation cover. So I was like,
that have probably been with you for a long time.
yeah,
you know what I mean?
And they were
That-
pushing me. They were pushing me to do it. They're
and you
like,
said
man,
they even
sign.
hang out.
Yeah, they're like,
so you
sign,
can't even
bro.
have them at the studio.
None,
you
yeah,
can't have
none.
that. That's that vibe that you
None.
need, you know, to
Yeah.
get a good song out.
And
you know?
to keep it real with you guys, like I put them on to keep them out the streets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These boys was wilding up and down the town and everywhere that every person was from. I kept them in the studio to keep that at a minimal, you know what I'm saying? Just to show an opportunity, see the excitement in their faces when they hear their voice on a track. Like, y'all know, if y'all ever had a track, you know when somebody
Word.
play that back
Sounds
for you,
right.
like, damn, that's me.
That's me.
He was
Yeah.
able to line that vocal up, like, you know what I mean? And that's something that 150 couldn't cover, you know what I'm saying? So I just backed out and, you know, life's been good since, so I ain't questioning that, you know what I mean? It's
Some
crazy.
things don't have a price.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And you were 17 at the time.
Yeah.
So it was crazy. Like, you know, you could have been excited and be like, fuck it.
Yeah.
You know?
I know.
That's
for
cool
real.
that you.
Most 17-year-olds would have jumped on that quick.
You feel me?
Yeah,
we know a
right.
lot of
Real
cemeteries.
quick.
They would have just
Yeah.
signed the dotted line without even reading. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah, man, and you know everything that my peoples have done for me, I've done for my people. So it's like I can never pay them that back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be able to rap and establish yourself from Castroville, you know what I mean? That comes with people like, you know, covering you, supporting you, things of that nature. So it's like I'm not gonna turn my back and run away for this quick 3 years of money. You know what I mean? I'm like, we already done been there. All of us done made 150,000 already. It's evident. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I couldn't do it, man.
Somebody need to play that horn. That.
Yeah, we done hit 150,000 a long time ago, man. We straight. You know what I mean?
It's all good.
Yeah, man.
So, man, well, thank you, man. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, word.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I respect that.
The
I
game,
respect
the
that.
game's different now, though, man. Where I'm at, it's a good place. You know what I'm saying? And like these guys right here that are with me, these guys, man, I'm gaming them up. I'm fucking crazy, man. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, as an artist and been in the music industry as long as I have, like I'm already in my Kanye stage in some sense that I'm losing my shit, just not the same way. You know what I mean? Like,
Right, man. At least you ain't dressing like Kanye.
yeah, hell no, nah. I couldn't pull that
You ain't
off. You
tryna
gotta be
go-
a skinny dude to pull all that shit off.
I feel bad for having Yeezys on.
Yeah, I got a pair in my closet too, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. 350s though.
Yeah, same ones I'm wearing.
Yeah, man. But yeah, you know, just rebranding myself was the best thing I ever did, though. You know what I'm saying? The Two Fly Music Group thing.
Thank you
is-
for sharing on how
yeah.
tough it is to
Savage
rebrand
Pros, man.
yourself.
That's the conclusion. You know what I mean? No one ever heard. Everybody always asks me, what happened to them? You know, what happened to all the green covers? Whoopty woo, And I'm like, man, life, man. We got people dead on those CD covers, bro. Like,
You
it's
know,
wild.
I've been talking to a lot of people, and I feel like even though some people do push like the real hip hop shit, I feel like a lot of those artists, the reason why they're not as successful today is because they haven't evolved into like a newer form. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I agree with what you're saying. Like, you know, it's something new now. Like
Yeah.
that was then. Enjoy it. If
Yeah.
like Tyler the Creator said, why do you miss my old shit? It's still there. You can go listen to it if you want.
Or
You know what I mean?
Jay-Z,
This is
buy
that.
my old shit, buy my
Yeah,
old
like
album.
this is right. You want to listen to my old shit? Go listen to my old album.
Yeah.
That's some real shit.
Or get title.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
real. I was looking for that shit on Apple Music or fucking Spotify the other day. I was like, God damn, they ain't got no J shit.
You gotta get title.
Yeah, your title $12 a
Miggy
month.
know about that.
$12 a month.
But yeah, man, just evolution. You know what I mean? Like you said,
Word.
it's mandatory. You know what I mean? Places change you that you go, people you see, people you meet, all that changes you. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened to me.
I think a lot of people
That's
don't
wild.
appreciate that. That's the beauty of an artist. We evolve.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Yeah, because you start looking at things differently as you grow.
Yeah, for real, man.
Yeah.
It's been quite a damn road, I'll tell you right now. And these guys are the ones that keep me going, man, because there's plenty of nights where I'm just like, I'm done with this shit, man. I'm about to get this BA in marketing. I got the experience, man. I'll be all right. You know what I mean? But you know, I still got to be a spokesman. You know what I'm saying? I got to be a voice, man, for the voiceless. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, there's a lot of issues that we got to talk about out here. You know what I mean? For real, for real.
I agree.
It's crazy.
Speaking of the changes, how do you feel like you're adapting to the new social media era? You know, you were talking about selling CDs right outside the venue, and then now, you know what I mean, people are barely
all being an internet thing.
Yeah, now it's all internet. Now there's cars with no CD to put in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I want to say the day of profiting off, you know, just music in general, as far as sales goes, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's talk about streams compared to albums. That's wild.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like just figuratively, 500,000 streams will get you about $1,500.
And that's crazy because a CD
wild.
is like 10,
That is wild.
typically $10.
Yeah, off the
Yeah,
back, man.
yeah.
We spent $1,000 and we made 12, bro, just
Yeah.
selling them like that on the streets, right? So it's like now, it's good and bad, you know what I'm saying? Because you're losing in that sense, you know what I mean? But you're gaining as well because now it's going to be distributed to the world. You know what I mean? Like, I love it. I love the adjustment. One of my biggest fan bases on following, I don't even call him fan, that's superstar shit, man. One of my biggest following comes from Frankfurt, Germany? Yeah. Yeah, Milan, all that, Italy. My biggest following on Spotify is from Europe.
Oh, really?
That's crazy.
Respect.
Yeah, that's crazy. A lot
Yeah.
of Europeans like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Yes, they do.
yeah, they like American
And
rap,
that's fucking
gangster
dope.
rap, and all
That's
that.
dope.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you
it
know
is
what I
dope.
mean?
They really do the research out
Yeah.
there, and whatever they like, they like. you
Yeah.
know?
And it's crazy because it's just different platforms, you know what I mean? And I encourage every artist to, you know what I mean, dive in on all that. You know what I mean? Sometimes I talk to my peoples and I understand that they're under somebody's wing and somebody's distributing their music. But it's like if you really want to be engaged with your material and your audience, like you have to do it independently. You know what I'm saying? Like know where your money's going, first of all. That's number
Yeah.
one. And then number two is know where your audience is. You know what I'm saying? Like me knowing that you know, my biggest following is from Europe, I had to engage on that. I had to start doing hashtags towards Europe, doing posts in European time. You know what I'm saying? To make sure I catch the engagement on that aspect, to find out where these people are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get them onto the social media as far as Instagram and things of that nature. And you know what I mean? Just I'm going to school for marketing, so it's perfect for me because I'm diving right in.
That's
I
dope.
learned something. I'm like, ooh, I'm jumping into this shit and I'm applying it to my movement. You know what I mean? So
That's dope.
yeah, that's
smart.
It's been an adjustment for real.
Probably maybe plan a trip over there.
Oh yeah, I went last
Oh,
year.
yeah?
Last year I went to Barcelona and Paris, man, and I actually filmed. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
shit.
so
Yeah,
we
so
gotta.
if you're listening, soak up game.
you know,
Oh, yeah. What's the
Yeah.
music video called?
It's gonna be called The Graduation.
Oh, not out yet?
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's the video's not out yet. The album been out, but I just left it because I was like, you know, I'm gonna let the video sit for a little bit. Just keep watching the video footage, just to appreciate that I went out there, right? And then this year I'm gonna do a little 1 year anniversary and come back and put the video out. You know what I'm saying? And it was filmed in Paris and Barcelona, Spain. Beautiful places. Paris is like, you know, I ain't got nothing against the French, but they kind of rude. But you know, Barcelona, shit.
Yeah, they probably,
You know
they
what
probably
I mean?
hate us.
Yeah, nah, for real, for real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably,
yeah.
fuck.
And if
And
you
I
don't
think-
speak
and
a
I
lick
think
of
for the
French,
fact
yeah,
they hate us
if
is
you don't
because of
speak a lick
the
of
whole
French.
tourism.
yeah.
It's like when a whole bunch of tourists come out here, and we ain't nice to
sitting in
them.
traffic, mad as fuck.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, for
I'm
real.
nice to him.
U.S.
Yeah.
Open by the
I'm
side.
nice to him.
I'm nice to him.
yeah.
Shit, I
yeah.
bet you if you're driving behind when you ain't. Shit, I'm right
You
here
guys would be
honking. I'm right
surprised
here.
how dumb these people drive. I can't blame them. You know, we have one-way roads here, and we're used to them. But if you're from out of town, like I go to San Francisco, I gotta really watch the signs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
for real.
Yeah, and you know, like I said, you know, Paris is cool. Definitely go there. You know what I mean? Go check it out. You know, sightseeing, things of that nature. And then my man Julian actually met up with me. Some dude had some albums of mine out there. Yeah, he hit me up on Facebook. His name's Julian, man, awesome dude. And he meets me up at the Louvre, which is the museum that's got the Mona Lisa and all that.
Right, I
Yeah,
know.
and you know, he came out and he brought 2 CDs of mine. One of them that I did with Conspiracy, shout out my boy, and the Savulation. And he brought him out and he's like, hey man, like, you know, I was bugging out because at first I was like, nah, you know, this motherfucker ain't real. Like, he ain't gonna come out. You know what I mean? And then he comes out and he has the 2 CDs, hardly speaks English. You know what I'm saying? That felt
That's a
good.
crazy
You know?
See that shit
story
travel
right
that
Yeah,
far?
yeah.
From
Yeah,
here all the
to
way
see
to
where your
Paris,
music
like,
went.
what the fuck?
And the old lady was bugging out too because he came out solid. He brought us champagne and some wine from, you know, from France and shit.
Hey, yo, respect.
And, yeah, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
respect to him.
He was a really solid dude, and all he wanted to do was meet up and just chop it up. He showed us a couple little spots around there, and yeah, you know what I mean? It's an experience, man. I tell everybody, like, chase your audience. You know what I mean? For real. Like, embrace everybody and things of that nature. Now, Barcelona, though, that's beautiful.
I wanted to know what was up with
Man.
Barcelona.
It's dope. It's dope, man. Everything's beautiful out there. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully.
A lot of history, a lot of art.
Yup. Just the structure of the buildings. You know what I mean? Everything out there. Barcelona was amazing.
What would you say you enjoyed the most out there in Barcelona?
Probably the you know, the structures of the buildings as well as the
So the architect.
yeah, the architecture and you know, I want to say the tapas, man. It's the appetizers. You know, they don't need a lot out there. It's crazy. Like, you know, America, we
Did
do
they
it
kinda eat
big.
light, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm tripping out because I'm walking down the street and I'm seeing these people eat bread like just off the loaf. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, fuck, that motherfucker's still skinny. You know what I'm saying? But it's just because of the fact that they walk a lot. You know what I'm saying? And they don't eat heavy foods. You know what I'm saying? They just snack and. You know, that was part of it, and then the beer too. Everything seems a little less processed out there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're in America,
Everything's
man. Like,
processed in America, bro. Everything.
You eat something, you feel that shit the next, 30 seconds, man. But
Yeah.
it was cool out there, man. Just
Even the water's different.
Yeah, the water's different. The people are different. You know what I mean? I know people say like you can't judge it unless you live there. You know what I'm saying? But just the vibe and the energy from all the locals and stuff, that was real cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, I like it out there. Yeah, this year we're going to I think we're going to Germany in September.
Oh,
just to keep searching for those fans.
And I heard Germany's fire though.
Yeah,
You're probably gonna like it out there.
Yeah, met some friends out there, so we're gonna link up. You know what I mean? And we got a little tourism going on out there now. Somebody could show us around.
That's what's up.
Shit like that. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll be a little scared going to Germany.
yeah, but I feel like nothing's worse than our own neighborhoods, man. To keep it real with you, like once you
true.
come from where you from, you start looking around like shit ain't too bad. Like everybody always warned me about Manhattan and shit like that. Me and my man Gio back there when we was out there, it was kind of like, man, like. He would tell me when he pulled up to the town in Castroville, like, damn, these motherfucking roads look ugly, bro. Like, it's bad out here. I was like, that's why I'm like, never fear the opportunity to, see what the world look like.
Yeah, different.
I listen to the crime junkies too, so I know what happens out there in the world, man.
Yeah.
It's scary as fuck, but it's like, fuck it, man.
You can't live in fear.
All you got is your feet and your knees and you throw your shoulders, man. You be all right.
Yeah,
Man.
We good.
It's cool.
I mean, if you're always in fear, you're not gonna experience
Yeah.
though, because then like. If you're too scared to go to New York, you wouldn't experience it, And that's something you do want to experience.
And we all can admit that we come from areas that create anxiety.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? When your
for
man's
reals.
come through and he's like, hey, shit just cracked off. We got to go. You know what I mean? It's kind of like,
It's not
I know
safe
I got to do it, but
here.
I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, shit. And so that's one thing that I had to learn to do, bro, is stop thinking that bad things were going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And just enjoy.
you know how it is, man. You get that call at 2 a.m. Like, God damn, somebody brings some shit to your doorstep. You're like, fuck, man, I didn't want this. But, it's kind of life, man. And dealing with, like, going places like that, it's in a whole different bracket, bro. You don't have to stress none of that. Nobody know you. You know what I mean? Nobody's looking at you. If they do, you just be the bigger man and pick your battles wisely.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I respect
real
that,
shit.
yeah.
Respect that.
It's crazy.
Shit, man. Well, thank you, Savi.
Yeah.
Appreciate
For real,
that.
man.
Yeah,
That was
appreciate
awesome
that.
shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Should we get to the topics?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
You guys want to get into the topics? Okay. Well, let's do it. First one, man. Bushwick Bill from the Ghetto Boys.
Legendary Ghetto Boys.
A lot of false news.
Yeah, a lot of false news.
Yeah,
People were
I've
saying
been
he was
hearing
dead first.
Yeah, I've been
Fake
hearing
news.
death. I've been hearing not death. You know what I mean? So I'm just out the loop right now.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know what.
his son came out saying that
He's not dead.
He's not dead. He is fighting for his life though. But
Yeah, pancreatic cancer.
some shit.
Man, prayers for
Yeah,
tough,
definitely
man.
prayers to him. Because like I was telling him, I have much respect for him. If y'all don't know who he is, he's from the Ghetto Boys, and he was partnered up with Scarface and Willie D. They had that song "My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me." Definitely a
Legendary
classic.
song. Hell
yeah,
yeah.
love that beat.
For real.
Also, for all you newer heads, Kodak Black did a remix to it.
They probably know that version more.
That's what I'm saying. So
All the OGs know the older one,
Yeah.
man. For reals. Yeah.
actually, they got a little bit right there. You see?
Old school shit. But yeah,
You know what I mean? I sit alone in my four-corner room staring at candles.
yeah, that's the thing about social media too. Like once like someone posts it that they're dead, it creates a fucking
Grows.
Yeah.
it
Well,
grows more. And
there was a
more
lot of
false
big
news.
heads
Yeah.
saying that he was dead. So, you got to
Yeah.
kind of assume. I'm like, well, shit, they're probably in the loop, knew
Yeah.
that, he passed. So I'm assuming, oh, well, he passed. Then next thing I know, TMZ postings talking about, oh, no, he's just still fighting.
fighting for his life.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's the thing with social media though. Everybody
Yeah.
just takes that as like the
Fuck it.
actual news nowadays. They
Fuck
just
it.
read
It's just
a little
whatever
thing.
gets out quicker.
And it's like, oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Fucking
Empathy, bro.
They
Yeah.
fucking believe whatever's on
Yeah,
Shade Room
Definitely
and shit.
some apathy right there. Because
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
yeah.
lack of consciousness for the person, man. Like, that's a life right there,
It reminds me. Was it like a week ago when you were like, "Oh, R.I.P. Ric Flair," and then
Yeah,
you're like,
2 minutes later, account.
2 minutes later, he was like, "Hold on, it was a wrong resource."
Yeah, you gotta check the source, man. Check the source.
So
Dude,
it's like, you
what
gotta
I'm
be
saying?
careful, man.
Dude, like the at name, they just changed it slightly, so it looked
Oh,
real
man,
still.
yeah.
So it was fuck, they
They
Got him, bro. They got him.
Got you.
That's crazy.
Yeah, instead
Man,
of,
he had the little underwear and everything. He's like,
yeah, I had the roll, boy, the roll.
DJ's
That's
right there,
fucked
like,
up.
what the fuck is this nigga doing at 12 midnight, nigga? Right here wooing all night.
Bushwick, huh? Look at him. That's crazy.
Well, shit,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Prayers
Crazy,
goes out to
man. Prayers
Bushwick.
goes-
Prayers, bro.
That's some shit. Pancreatic cancer.
Yeah, hopefully it
For
pulls
real.
through, and then everyone's like, "Oh shit, our bad."
That's
But yeah,
wild.
prayers, man, prayers.
I mean, it's cancer altogether, so that's definitely a difficult battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
It's a tough one.
It's in the water.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
send it.
The
Next,
conspiracies.
yeah. Next one, boxer Zab Juddah. What happened there? Was that the? No, we already talked about the other fight.
Yeah, that was another fight. This was a fight that was recently this weekend. Was it June?
Oh, he doesn't have a mic.
He doesn't
but
have a
yeah.
mic, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess he went through like the whole fight. I don't know if they stopped it. I didn't watch it, but there's a whole thing that he went to the hospital because his brain is bleeding and he's in a coma
Oh
now.
shit!
So now
He
he
was
could be
internally
fighting for his
bleeding?
life. Yeah.
Fuck.
Good lord.
Wait,
you
so
don't, and you don't
That's
really
Zab
know
Juddah we're
what,
talking about right now?
yeah, and you
that's
don't know
fucked up.
what round it could have been like.
Yeah, it could have
Well,
your
they
brain could
stopped the
start
fight.
bleeding. Did they?
Yeah.
They
So
stopped
like
it?
he lost by TKO because the ref stopped it. You know? He knocked out. He didn't hit the floor, but you know.
But you could tell in his eyes and shit.
Yeah. He said he collapsed in the changing room after the fight.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And then
Okay.
rushed him
that's
to the
serious.
hospital. They said when he went to the hospital, he left pretty quickly after that. But then they said he was readmitted because he said he just wasn't feeling right.
Yeah.
So
damn.
I
So
mean-
if he dies, does the other person get charged with murder
Nah.
or no?
nah, because it's all in the
Nah.
contract.
Yeah.
So it's all in
Yeah,
the contract?
professional
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah, they know what they're
Who's
getting
that
into.
one? Who's that one dude? I forgot his name. The big motherfucker. That one, that like said if he has an opportunity to kill somebody in the ring, he
Wilder.
would. Wilder.
Damn.
Yeah, he says it like,
Wilder.
I want to
fucking
murder
ruthless,
somebody.
bro.
in
Yeah,
the ring.
like-
like if they're
like
giving me
this
that
is-
right, I want to go ahead.
Yeah,
and
like
do
this is
shit.
the only
Oh.
sport where you could kill somebody and not get charged with murder.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm willing to do that.
That's some bad
Boxing.
intentions, bro. It's fucking
real.
wild. But I
Nah,
mean, you
nah,
gotta
nah,
own up
both.
to your craft
Yeah.
too. You know what I mean? Fuck it, kill him.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, some
they fighting.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
real,
yeah.
some
yeah,
people
it
say
is
that,
just
like
like-
it's bad intentions, like they
Word.
should watch him, you know, this and that. But then
But
others,
it's a way to sell the fight too.
I know,
Come
but
on.
yeah. The others are like, you know, he's selling a fight or he's scaring his competitor. this and
Intimidation,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's
That's
another
crazy.
reason.
It's like
but-
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
What did he say? I'm gonna rape you till you love me. Is that
No,
what
no,
he
he
said?
said I'm gonna fuck you till you love me.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, like, tell me you don't want to see a fight after that. Like,
Hell
what?
yeah,
He's gonna
he's like, when's he
fuck
gonna do it?
him? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Didn't he tell somebody he was gonna eat his babies or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
like fuck.
That motherfucker dug. He dug
Like
deep,
that.
huh? He dug
Yeah.
real
You wanna
deep.
give
Like,
Shit,
fuck
I'm
it.
like fucking animal style.
That's crazy.
His style is impregnable. Impregnable.
Impregnable.
Impregnable.
What do you think he was thinking when he bit that ear, though?
Hey, what's up with
Nothing,
that
dude.
though? I had heard that he ripped the ear off, and I could have sworn
He
that's
didn't
what
rip it
happened. But
off.
he just
It
kind
was
of
that top
bit it.
corner.
Yeah, he
Took
just
a piece
bit
with
it.
Yeah.
He used his fangs.
Dude, like, because he was talking about like when he goes in the ring, he doesn't even think himself as a human being. He thinks like he starts thinking like he doesn't exist. Only the mission exists is to
Yeah.
get that shit done, and that's it. And it's fucking animal, bro.
He fought
animal
high
instinct.
once, and he fucked that dude up.
Yeah.
like he said, he fucked him up. The dude even like stopped fighting.
Fuck.
Yeah, he said, "Nah, he's done."
Yeah, dude.
Tyson.
They've been
He
training.
probably has that ultra ego, or what do you call it?
Alter ego.
Alter ego. He just becomes a different person when he
that's
puts on the
Becomes
gloves.
a different
you know?
person,
Yeah.
dude. An animal just released. And think about he's been doing that since he was a youngin. I think he competed like in adult boxing when he was like 14, just because he was so fucking big and
That's
was
crazy.
just an animal, dude.
Natural fighters on.
Yeah.
I used to hate those motherfuckers when it was time to get down. I was like, shit, you get that motherfucker. You get that motherfucker. Get a shorter homie.
like you said, you got to call your battles.
Yeah, yeah. Pick your battles
Yeah, but
wisely.
sometimes you don't pick them wisely, you know.
Nah,
You
you
get
gotta
fucked
take,
up
you gotta
because
take
of
that
them.
L.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
fuck
it comes, it comes like
real
fuck.
quick. Yep, that's crazy.
But yeah, man, good luck to this
But
guy.
there's an update. I guess
Yeah, good
he's
luck to him.
doing good. He's good in the
Hope so.
hospital with his
That's dope.
kids, so he's awake. He's doing better, just recovering. Update on
that's
just
good.
we just talked about. Thank you, DJ, for sharing that.
Yeah, man, don't confuse those boxing gloves for for something sweet just because they look soft and puffy. Those things will still
That
fuck
shit
you
hurt,
up.
yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
watching the UFC
And-
last
and
night, man.
honestly-
That shit
How
was
many
bad.
pounds are professional gloves?
Shit, what are they? 12?
And honestly, it's not even to protect their competitors, to protect
16
the fighter, the
16?
puncher's hand.
Yeah,
16
okay.
ounces.
So
Yeah.
You know, it don't matter that they have a glove on. It's still gonna hurt them. It still
Hell
could break a
yeah.
cheek.
God.
It's protecting the dude that's throwing that punch, his hand.
Yeah, it's
So,
protecting his hand.
yeah.
Dude, I actually heard that bare knuckle boxing is actually safer than with the
Big
gloves.
old fist
without
coming,
the gloves.
big old
Yeah.
glove coming at you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
it
yeah,
makes
well,
I
sense.
a
heard
little
with the
bit.
fist, it's just all natural.
More
or
force.
something. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
then-
think there's
and
more
then-
force
But that's
in
Less
what I was
force,
asking
yeah,
about
less
the weight
force.
of the glove, because
Bigger
I think
object.
when you're throwing it, like
Yeah,
it's
like,
that weight as well.
Yeah,
you
and
know what I
then
mean?
you get
Getting
tired.
lunged at you.
And I think bare knuckles. I mean, you could break a knuckle easily. And
Yeah,
just be like,
and
you know,
then
I'm
can
done.
Yeah. Push that knuckle
Real
back
quick.
again.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's
good.
what, man.
That's the worst,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
I
whole-
seen
yeah.
a show like these like it's about in jail. Like they send undercovers in jail and shit, try to figure out what they do. There was a fight. This dude had his middle knuckle pushed like to the middle of his fucking hand, bro. And he was so lucky that the undercover that they sent in there, he was a army medic, so he was able to push the fucking shit back.
Oh fuck.
But just imagine, bro, like you're squabbing in jail and your shit gets pushed back, and now you got this
And you can't give
random
up.
inmate
Yeah.
pushing your shit back, and you don't got no meds, you don't got nothing, and you gotta deal with
Oh my
that.
God.
And then
Yeah.
you gotta live in that thing like, oh fuck, is this nigga gonna come back and want another fade? And I got my fucked up hand.
Even worse, he might come back with some shank or something. Like who knows? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because in there, that's a life or death situation.
Well, I guess it all depends right there, like on the what they call
Oh.
pod boss.
On the pod.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I mean, like if they gotta go ahead and like, oh yeah, like not really care.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So if prisoners want to fight, like, all right, you know, y'all get 30 seconds in the pod,
Bro, it's
Let them
crazy.
squab
It's
it out.
crazy. Like it's crazy.
So I have a
It's
question.
automatic
Well, I
fight. They
think
call
in
them.
jail it would be a different story
Yeah.
because you know it's a division.
Yeah.
You get put with you know, to be honest, it's kind of a racist thing.
Yeah.
Like
but
you're
it is
put
what it
into
is.
your own division
people.
and
Yeah.
class.
Institutionalized, man.
Definitely.
Wow.
All right, so I have a question. How did your knuckle get pushed back? Is it like a separate bone, just this little part here?
I think it's just cartilage, right?
Yeah.
Or the knuckle. It's not a. I don't
think
know.
it's-
Like, how does it go back here? Like, does this just come off and shit?
Well, obviously something has
That's
to.
fucked up. I don't know. Yeah, that's
how does it go back here?
I don't know how
I
mine
don't
went
know,
back,
man.
but it just did. Like, but it's fucked up.
Summer right there.
and it
Shit.
never comes back.
Never
Never
Like,
comes
no,
back.
no matter
Man,
how
he
much
must
I
have tore the
tried.
bone with the
I don't know, because
cartilage
I
and
feel it in my
Yeah.
knuckle,
everything. I'm
and
like,
it looks
damn.
like it's connected. You know, I'm trying to feel, see if it might. Well,
Well, that could be
there's a dent
ligaments
there.
also. Like, we have hella shit, bro.
Yeah, it's just.
So much
know?
force going into
But just
it.
know it could happen.
Yeah, man. If we're able to break bones, I'm pretty sure all types of shit is
Yeah.
capable to get fucked up.
Yeah, who loses the fight? You know what I mean? The guy with the black eye or the broken hand. You know what I'm saying? It's like
For real.
you should see the other guy. He's all casted up and shit. You're over there with a shiner on your fucking eye and shit.
And the guy with the cast, you see the other guy.
He's done for 6 months and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't see you, but I can fuck you up.
It's like, I got him. I got his hand really good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck it. That's just crazy.
At least I think I'm fucking him up. I don't know.
Yeah. Some people say, hold a lighter or something when you about to box.
Yeah, put some force in your hand.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hold some.
That's wild.
I've done that. It works.
What's the next one on the
Apparently,
topic?
look, your knuckles fucked up. So how good does it
Nah,
work,
that was
bro?
middle school. Why didn't think I had it? Because I didn't want nothing else to get pushed back.
Oh, okay.
Well, shit. Well, we're moving from hands as a weapon. We're moving on to more deadly weapons.
Hey, boxers are like they consider their hands as deadly weapons.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
they should
yeah,
register.
like-
registered.
I
bro,
think
like-
if
yeah,
a boxer
definitely.
gets in a street fight, they could get charged like
Oh, yeah.
seriously.
Yeah,
seriously with some shit.
that is true.
Not even
I
not
think
only
that's just
but-
any
is-
martial art. Because
like I was about to say, not only just a boxer,
Yeah.
but like any professional fighter.
Well, because
Yeah.
at that point you get licensed and they're considering it
Yeah.
a weapon.
Yeah.
like because you've studied it, you're
Trained.
agile with it, trained. Like
crazy.
like it's like anything, like a cop pulling out a gun on you or some shit. Like you're trained, so you're
You're
not
trained to
supposed
pull out the
Mm.
gun.
Supposed-
You're trained to pull out the nightstick, the taser. You know
Lil
what I mean?
Xan's not
Yeah.
trained though.
Exactly.
Lil Xan is not trained
Lil
at
Xan's
all.
not trained to be pulling out guns on nobody.
That's wild.
Just
Yeah,
because, yeah.
see that shit.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
his fragile wrist didn't break. Just taking it out.
For real, man.
He was real loose with it, huh? He's like, I'm gonna shoot you.
It was
You
probably
know what I mean? Like,
it was probably a little
back
20.
the fuck up.
video?
Yeah, it was
I
probably a
didn't
little.
know that shit.
There's
I
a little
didn't know that.
22, you know.
Yeah.
Hey.
So there's a little video of
Oh,
him getting
shit.
confronted.
Hey, he's looking at shoebox himself,
Oh,
bro.
shit.
What'd you say about pot?
Wait, hold on.
So
I
I
didn't
guess
know.
I
Yeah,
guess
no, there's no sound. There's
Turn
no
up the
sound. Oh, is there? Oh, okay.
Y'all see this shit, right? Look at Lil Xan pulling a gun right now.
Oh man, why are you doing
shit.
that? Though?
Oh fuck.
But the thing I didn't like, the motherfucker that
Right now.
That fool sounds scared, bro.
Motherfucker. Hey, pull that shit out again, homie.
He sounds like he's telling his mom to get out the room.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
What the fuck?
He's like,
Who
you
points
better
a gun
stop.
like that.
You better leave.
He said, "You're a bitch. You're a bitch."
You better leave me alone.
Dude, the way he pointed the
Dude,
gun
it
as
looks
he's
like
sitting in
it
the
looks
car.
like a music video. You know where everyone's just be like,
yeah.
Dude, like,
And
not
watch
how
him
you
keep
hold
the
a
prompt
gun.
gun.
look at him.
That's a designer gun right there, man. Look at that
Right?
shit.
He kept the prompt.
Yo,
Bro,
bro,
he
you got
music
some
video.
chompers, bro. Look at that shit.
Bro, like, you know what? That's not even a gun. It's probably like a lighter or something. He's just carrying it loosely. Like, yeah, this is my vape
That's
right here.
crazy. Like, I get it, but shit, man. That's,
Who knows?
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Nah,
just
come
his
on, man.
torch.
Like, we all gotta realize
It could have been real too.
When you,
I
pull,
mean.
you know, when you pull out a gun on somebody, you know what that is.
Yeah, he's
like,
pump faking
like,
like a
yeah,
motherfucker,
yeah,
right?
yeah. That's
Yeah.
like anybody gonna call your bluff now. You didn't unload, so they know what it is. Like if they come with straps, they gonna dump on you.
Yeah.
He is holding that
But,
shit mad fragile, bro. And like you did mention his wrist. And
Yeah.
shit. Like,
He's like, I'm gonna get you. Which way you want it?
homie said, "I choose you." Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like the way, way
out.
he's pointing that shit while he's in the car. Imagine if he actually pulls the trigger. Imagine that kickback.
Yeah, he'll
like,
fuck you.
That's what I'm saying.
like he's gonna fuck his shit up.
That's what I mean. They can
Yeah.
call your bluff. Anybody can call your bluff right there.
Yeah.
So, you know, hey, critical thinking,
But
man.
the other
Good for
thing
him.
that
you know?
that dude that was right there confronting him and shit, he's the one that called the cops.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
he's
up with
the one
that, though,
snitched.
huh?
I know. Like, how you gonna go ahead and act
at him, he got a
hard?
Record it.
You know,
He's
and then
trying
you
to
gonna
make
go ahead
some
and
money.
Probably for a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's trying to make some
He's
money.
trying to get that bag,
That's
bro.
for sure a lawsuit. He just pulled out a gun on me.
I don't know. Is that
Okay, if you could
well,
get
what-
some-
is- that's
Is he
kind of
in-
like a little fight. Like, okay, I pulled it out because he came at me in a way.
His argument can just be like, "I just wanted a picture."
No,
Yeah, he
recorded
really
it.
could say that.
What
shit.
did he say at the beginning of it? Was it something about
Something about
Pac?
Pac, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he went some about talking about Pac, and then when the dude that's recording told him like, "What you gonna do then? What you gonna do? Like, get out!" And that's when he pulled out the shit.
He thought
That's crazy.
Yeah, he thought that was scaring, but no. Like,
Do you know where this happened? Is it in California?
It probably
Nah,
is.
Probably
it
somewhere in
had to
California.
be like an open carry state.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Mm.
You can't really argue if he actually is
Oh, yeah.
allowed to
Doesn't say.
own the gun
True,
and
true.
stuff like that. You know.
Yeah, if he
Los
owns his
Angeles,
shit.
right?
Maybe all around LA, yeah.
Because if it
was
was
Way,
LA,
way
then
been
LA.
around, and
There
now
you
the
go.
Los Angeles
yeah,
police. Yeah,
That's a lawsuit. I'm
It
telling
was in
you.
LA.
There you go. Look,
About to get
they're
a lot of
investigating. There
money.
you go.
Smart move.
Yeah, that's
on the
a-
camera guy.
For real.
Camera guy's crazy.
That's a nice treat for the hip hop police right there. Well, oh, yep, we got one.
It's 100
Hey,
grand
doesn't
your-
New
worth
York
your life.
has a now they created like a specific task force for hip hop.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
feel like that's
now
been
it's
around
No,
forever.
now it's like
I feel,
official.
yeah.
Now like it's a
they've been
label.
around.
Yeah, hip hop
Yeah.
Hip hop
police,
task
bro.
force, kind of like a drug one, and now
I
there's like a
guess.
kind
I don't know. It was dumb.
So basically, to investigate anybody rapping about drugs and
Any
what-
cases towards
Yeah.
music or hip hop sensitive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they just got more eyes on IG then.
It's just official now.
Oh,
I mean,
definitely. Pretty much
they've
what
been
it is.
talking about that for a while.
Yeah.
You know,
They
They're
always
probably like,
denied.
all I
They
have to
always
do is
denied
download
about hip hop
Instagram.
police.
I mean,
I just gotta hit follow?
You
Just
gotta
gotta
hit
hit follow.
follow.
That's it. That's
they,
it.
They
honestly.
giving themselves up these days.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, shit.
But you remember when Chameleon did that back in the day? He did the
Yeah.
video, remember?
Uh-huh.
Like, so he was trying to bring awareness to that. Like,
Yeah.
hey, they're really listening.
And that nigga hella woke and smart as shit.
yeah, I agree with him.
He's
Military
I mean, I
man.
don't know how people feel about Michael Jordan, but he was, saying some shit about Michael Jordan and how Michael Jordan didn't like, black people and shit. But that's for another day.
yeah, that's something
I
else.
mean,
That's something else.
I was young when Jordan was out there playing. Way young.
I liked Michael Jordan. I mean, I watched Space Jam and all that bullshit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Space Jam
What was
the
his
shit.
last year that he played?
Wasn't
He
it
came
like
back for the Wizards.
Was
I
it
think.
3?
Yeah.
Was it 2003?
Damn.
Oh,
That's
03,
crazy,
yeah.
huh?
Oh,
was like-
02, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
02, 03.
He was what 40 what?
I think it was, huh?
He was like 40 something. No,
When he first started, 45?
no. When he
When he
retired.
ended his
Oh,
career.
no, he was still 23 on the Wizards, wasn't he?
He was still
23
young.
years old? On
No,
the
no,
Wizards?
no.
I'm
Oh,
saying
you're talking
when he
about his age.
retired.
I thought you were talking
on
about
the
his
Wizards.
number.
No, when he
Um,
retired.
Yeah, I think he was about 42.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
42.
I want to say 42.
Shit.
But yeah, if you're talking, his number, it was like 45 when he started.
Who's the oldest right now? That's Carter, right? Vince Carter.
Yep.
He's still gonna play another season.
Oh shit.
God damn.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
Gotta
still got
respect
it,
him,
Get
man.
that bag.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Why not?
if your body is still
Like
up
easy
there.
meal, a few mil.
Yeah.
I never forget the East versus West game where Vince Carter just started it off, man. That
He
shit was
went off.
awesome, dude.
He went off.
Yeah, remember
shit was
off the
crazy.
off the backboard,
Hell yeah.
slammed it. That was the first
He was the
move
best
in the
dunker
game.
to watch.
Yeah,
in the whole
he really
league.
was.
Yeah.
He was entertaining.
That shit was crazy. Shit.
DJ Khaled, man. Why is he
Khaled
mad?
mad?
Why is
Salty,
DJ Khaled
bro.
mad?
bro?
Because he got number 2.
Shit, I want that confidence though.
I think it's on mute
know
on
what I
the
mean?
Bros.
Or hear another car
Bring it
playing, you know, go to the bar and say this
It's funny
too.
that he says you know like 10
I
times.
make albums so people can play it.
You
You
know.
actually hear it. You know, driving your car, you hear another car playing it.
You know.
Go to the barbershop, you hear them playing it.
You know.
Turn the radio on, and you hear them playing
Ain't
it.
trolling.
You know, it's playing everywhere. It's called great music. It's called albums that you actually hear the songs. Not no mysterious shit and you never hear it. On your dome.
What do you guys think about his point?
I mean, there's nothing wrong
I
with being
think
number
he's
two.
upset.
Yeah, he's a hater. You know what I mean? It's like it
It's
is
not
what it
wrong.
is though. You know
I
what I mean?
know.
Dope album, both. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are dope.
You
Yeah,
can't
you
be
gotta-
number one all the time, man.
You gotta
True.
give respect, man. Where it's you know what I mean?
Hey man, if you made number two, embrace that number
Yeah.
two. Shit, anybody would kill for that number two.
Oh yeah, and
I
they're
mean?
both on the same label as well. Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah. See, so it's
Well,
like,
they
bro, it's your
both
label
winning.
mate. How
Yeah,
many?
you're tripping.
The whole thing.
Ain't no unity
And,
in
see,
that.
and you
Yeah,
know what's
man.
crazy is that he's singling him out, calling him what was it, magical or weird or something.
Yeah, it's just like
you
not
don't
no
do that.
mystical
Yeah, it's
shit that
fucking
nobody
creative
hears.
music, you know
That's
what I mean?
fucked up.
And it's
Yeah.
crazy because it's something that only Tyler Creator could pull off.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
if you hear someone else that did an album like that, like it'll be weird.
yeah. I've
It's just
been,
who he is.
I know that's why. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
I've been working in LA lately, bro, and they're fucking way out there, bro. Like
Yeah.
their creativity, you know what I'm saying?
And he was
Like,
actually supposed to sell that Earthquake song.
yeah.
Yeah, to like either Cardi or I forgot who, but they denied it. So he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it myself," and that's like the best song supposed in the album.
That's what's up.
Wow.
Yeah,
Good for him, man. That's all I gotta say. Khaled, man.
Man,
Well, I mean,
I agree.
Khaled
Khaled
big
just-
man.
Khaled
Khaled
Khaled,
is
man.
mad,
It's all
man.
good, Khaled.
Leave,
Big
leave
man.
he
Tyler
should,
alone,
yeah,
man.
he should just come back with a better one. You know,
They said
Just try
they
to-
said that people was in his comments being
He
like,
ain't
"Oh,
the
we the
best."
second best."
Yeah,
we the
he's
second
the
best.
best.
He ain't the best
I
no
was
more,
gonna say
man.
you
Second
can't say
best.
we the best no more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He said not no mystical shit. Well,
The
I
second
guess that
best.
mystical
And another
shit
thing,
really
Tyler
touched
did
you.
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
thing, like
Production.
singing it, production it, writing it, and all that. Khaled
Word.
just
God
kind of
damn,
brought
yeah.
everybody together. Just
Yeah.
made some phone calls.
Yeah.
Hey, just come chill in the studio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 But that's hard work as well. He
It
probably
is.
and he was probably on
Yeah.
his high horse. He probably thought that Nipsey and John Legend record was gonna.
That-
Of course,
yeah, shit
that
powerful
was
as
Yeah.
fuck,
that-
yeah.
of
Hey,
course,
honestly,
that
that's
was,
the only one I heard
Yeah.
off the album. I'm just being
Yeah.
like,
I heard the whole album when I was
heard
driving
the
back
album.
from No Town and shit. I let it
Yeah.
bang the whole way through. It sounded
Is it good?
nice.
It's
Yeah,
good
it's
album?
really
Yeah.
nice.
It's a good
Yeah.
album.
Yeah, it's dope.
yeah, it's like he put good artists together and shit. But like I said, it's different from when artists actually like does the music.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's the one on the album rapping it, than to just go ahead and say we the best and have Homeboy come on.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
He's like, let me buy
Yeah.
that song and say my shit on it real quick.
Yeah.
Well, like he sticks to his same formula too. It's like, oh, like, I'm gonna put these artists, and pretty much
Yeah.
every CD
Same
is
artist,
the same
yeah, in some
shit.
sense, yep.
You know what I mean? But you look at Tyler the Creator's albums, and they're all different.
Different. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, sometimes you
And
gotta
that's
step
an
out.
interesting motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, you gotta step
Yeah,
outside the
yeah,
box
true.
sometimes, man. Because sometimes the formula, you know what I mean, no matter how good the recipe is,
I
you
fuck
could
with
always
that
up
weird
it.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think Khaled just has so many names. I feel like sometimes that might overwhelm people. Like, oh, that's so many names. I don't know. But
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you got this Tyler project. It's just Tyler, strictly Tyler. That's what's
And see,
up.
he has
Boom. You know what I
some
mean?
other artists on there too.
Yeah.
And that's a good subject. Like,
Yeah.
are you overvaluing your album by putting
Yeah.
that many names on it?
Yeah.
How are you gonna
Probably.
concentrate on the one song when there's so many hit singles?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So many hits. Yeah.
And I think what makes an album kind of like go up there is that one song that like when nobody
Yeah.
could get tired of, like everybody's fucking with it.
That's crazy.
Like everybody's like he said, playing in the music in the cars,
Yeah.
in the barbershop, in the fucking studio, whatever, all that shit.
Yeah.
You know,
You know.
You know.
You know.
it's called good music.
And that is good music.
That motherfucker crazy.
He just needs to work harder. Yeah.
It's all good, man.
Go back to the drawing board. Next one's gonna be fire, best believe,
Yeah,
because he's
bro.
gonna be mad that he was number 2. So
Yeah,
the next one's gonna be flames.
Yeah, I mean,
Coming back.
Yeah.
Coming
Really
back with
bad.
that Rihanna, Justin Bieber, Lil Yachty, Cardi B song. You know
Mandatory.
what I mean?
He might even
I
drop
don't
it
know
for
about
this
all
year.
that. I don't know about all that. I don't know.
Ooh,
Yeah.
a Justin Bieber and Cardi B record?
That'd be wild. That'd be
Look
wild
at
right
make
there.
it smile though. Look at his smile.
I don't know. I'm just wondering. You know,
Mickey and Justin Bieber.
Nah, man, he gonna mix Little Richard with AC/DC.
Yeah.
And
John
just
was
throw
fucking-
Nah,
and
he's
just
gonna-
throw Nas somewhere in there.
Yeah.
somehow.
Run DMC and
And
Aerosmith
Run
they're coming
DMC.
back for one more.
Yeah.
dog, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
shit.
Like some crazy ass shit.
Yep. That's wild.
But yeah, it's all
Good
good.
shit, man.
Shit.
It's all good, Khaled.
Be
Next
salty,
time.
man. Don't be salty.
Next time.
For real.
Yeah, word of the moral of the story: don't be salty,
Don't be salty and accept your blessings.
Yeah.
Next time.
especially when they're your homies.
With
I
the top
mean,
off the
come on,
Maybach.
label
Is he
mates,
signed
they gotta
to
be your
him?
home.
Or who are they signed to?
Epic. I think.
Yeah,
Epic,
I
right?
think they're. I think they're signed to someone.
I thought DJ Khaled had their own, like his own label or some shit.
Oh, what, you thought We the Best was the label?
Yeah.
I think it's a label under Epic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah.
under an umbrella type shit. Yeah.
Fucking pyramid scheme kind of way, bro.
Pretty much.
That's how it works.
It's like who explained that shit? Was it Jay-Z or somebody who said like you're owned? I know it was Pusha T.
Pusha
It was
T.
Pusha T. Remember when he said you're owned by a label? You're owned by one nigga that's owned by two niggas.
That's owned by three
That's
niggas.
wild.
That's not a good. That's a bad look. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, when he dissed
that
Wayne.
Lil Wayne?
Yeah. That the Exodius record. Yeah, but shit, bro. If your car window comes with that fucking curtain,
What are you complaining
you're
about?
a winner.
Look at, he got his shirt unbuttoned.
I just don't get how he's all
Fucking
about
living.
positivity.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
be
You
like,
living
yo,
fresh. You don't need to worry about any.
He's a
any
walking
other shit.
contradiction, though. That's what I'm touching
Like
on.
he's
yeah.
all about like positivity,
I
but
fucking hate that shit.
once you're number
Fake
two, you
motherfuckers, bro.
ain't about that positive
Like,
shit no more.
That's crazy.
Like you, no more blessings, no more bless up.
Through that shade.
Yeah,
Real color
Ass
came out.
motherfucker.
Fuck, man. Well,
And it was that
opposite,
Hawaiian
yeah.
shirt.
Yeah.
Real unethical there, Khaled.
He said, my son didn't fail.
He named it after his son. That's what's fucked up. Yeah.
Father of a son.
From now on, he's gonna be number 2 for the rest of his life. Nah, that's crazy.
I saw number 2.
I
Yeah.
didn't know he named it after his son.
Yeah.
You said father of a son.
That's
so
why
you know
he's
he's gonna be
pissed
big
off.
mad when his son turns 2.
All that ethical shit. When you're a father, oh, look at him. He said,
There's gonna
Damn.
be memes going out when he turns 2.
Every birthday is gonna just remind him. Of
yeah, right.
Hey, watch Tyler fuck with him releasing the album on the same
Every
time.
The re-release.
For real.
That's crazy.
Reminds me of when 50 battled Kanye. Remember when he did
Oh,
that shit?
yeah,
And
bro.
he was supposed to retire.
Yeah,
He was supposed
dude.
to
Yeah.
retire, remember?
He made it a little rumor, but I guess he was just fucking around.
Yeah, he was
No,
like,
but
oh,
he did
hell no.
retire for like a few years, right?
Yeah.
Same way like Jay-Z retired, and then he was like, you know what, I ain't retired no
Wasn't
more.
that
Like,
when he was
Yeah.
working like on the drink and shit?
he bought vitamin water,
Yeah,
like
vitamin
shortly
water on,
shortly
yeah.
after
Like
that.
after that shit happened, he just started like trying to get on
Focusing
some
on,
other
like,
shit.
on
I think
movies and shit like
I
that.
think the vitamin water deal came after Massacre, and then
That was
during-
very.
It was
that
around
was
that
very
time,
smart.
definitely.
Yeah.
That was very
If
smart.
anything-
50 too.
Massacre was cool. That's what I
fuck with
remember.
Massacre.
I love Massacre.
Yeah, I think 50 has those.
Ski Mask Way, my favorite song.
Yeah, I think 50 has two classics under his belt. I feel like Before I Self Destruct is an underrated album, but Get Rich and Massacre definitely classics.
Whoever helps 50 with his business and to make the next move, he's a
His
smart
marketing?
motherfucker.
He's smart, dude.
Oh yeah, his
Smart
business team. That's the
motherfucker.
first thing I
Yeah.
would think any artist that makes it does. You know what I mean? Invest.
Good
Yeah,
with a good
'cause-
business
Yeah.
team.
Hire somebody
Yeah.
that knows
Yeah.
what the fuck they're
'Cause
doing.
The promotional side to it, yeah.
They're talking
yeah.
shit about him when they first got it with the vitamin water and shit.
Yeah,
and
right.
all
They thought
this.
they thought the vitamin water was
Yeah.
corny, but
yeah, but then it's
He was
sold.
ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Everybody else started trying to get these fucking
Yeah.
like deals like that.
Get their
after
own
that.
products out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then after
Endorsements.
After that, what was it? Hyphy drink.
Oh yeah, the
And,
hype juice and all
yeah,
that shit.
What was
yeah.
the other shit?
Grapple, what was that shit called? Like Grapple? Grapple.
Yeah,
Grapple.
something-
Shit was fire.
yeah.
Hey, but
I
there's
love
a-
that drink.
But there's a rumor on hyphy that's supposed to make your dick small. I kept hearing that. I was like, what?
Nah, it was just a rumor about the what was
None
it,
of
the
us
ingredient Yellow
affected.
5 or
Yeah,
some
Yellow
shit.
5.
Yeah.
Supposedly-
Oh, that was,
you
yeah,
can't eat
it's
Cheetos
just-
because you got yellow 5 in it.
Yeah,
It
got
make your
yellow
dick
5.
little.
Yeah.
That was like Surge or something like that shit,
Yeah,
wasn't it? I
like
remember that.
what was it? I remember if y'all ever watched the movie Black Dynamite, that shit was hilarious. Like they was drinking some shit called Anaconda liquor, and that's what like it did and shit, and niggas
Yeah.
was dying like shit like that.
That's fucked up.
That shit had me weak. Yeah, Black Dynamite. That movie's hilarious.
That's wild.
Well, switching gears, we have a Newark officer that faces life sentence.
Hey, he did some gangster shit though.
What do you do?
He hopped the fuck out and just started
He's
dumping
the guy
in the
that
whip.
kept
Yeah, but
bucking
for
at
no
the- at the
reason
car?
though. Like,
Well,
I mean,
so he was
I
in the
mean,
shootout?
they were chasing it. They're
Yeah,
chasing
but
the
you
car,
should-
but there was no reason to dump, like, to empty the clip on the whip.
he shot 3 different times.
Yeah, he hopped out 3 different times.
He was scared for his life.
Wait, so he shot
At
one
a-
of his own? Like,
No.
police
At
chase.
a,
It was
Yeah,
a-
break
it
it
was
down
a
to me
police
because I don't
chase.
know nothing
It
about
was a
that.
police
Well, there was a
chase.
police chase.
That
It was
police
the
chase,
first
that's him running on the side.
he's shooting the whole time?
Yeah, that's the last. That's when they got him. That's when he shot. Like he just shot them all up.
But here's gonna show how
But
it
he
goes.
was like the
Yeah.
first. He was the first attempt, I think.
It was a
just saying,
basic
those Chrysler
traffic stop,
300s
but they
are
took
suspect.
off. And then
That's a blurb car. That's like if you
That's when
driving
he's
a
dumping.
Crown Vic.
But I mean, if I was him, I would try to aim at the tire.
Fuck, you're in Newark though,
Yeah,
dog.
you know?
Like Brick City it was a East Coast Newark.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
Jersey. Oh yeah, especially
bad.
Like he,
bro. They're known for the carjacking.
he hops
and all
out
that
and just
shit.
starts dumping.
Could be seen firing his gun at the suspect's car at 3 different locations.
And he looks like he's mad as hell.
He look like he'd be mad on the regular.
For real.
I feel like that's a lot of deal with these cops. These cops are just a lot of angry men, and they take it out on the street.
Yeah, and from their eyes, it's like it's you or them. Who's coming home tonight? You know what I mean?
Just imagine that's your job. Every time you get called is for some bullshit. You're always dealing with negative shit
Look, right
all
here.
the time.
Do you guys
There's
know
gonna
there
be
was
a
a
cop
gun
that tells
found?
him to shut up
Oh, no.
because he's talking too much.
And that's the last one. He's running up, just bow. Emptying that shit.
Oh shit! Jesus Christ!
Oh, he killed him. It was
Yeah.
Good thing you got that body camera too.
And the driver's dead.
He died at the hospital the following day. His passenger survived. Officer Crespo can be heard telling other
Look at the
officers
cop. He
about
tells him
what
to shut up.
happened.
Like, you talking to him.
I shot both of them. You know, he pointed his gun at me. He was trying to get up, and he pointed the gun at me.
At one
Lying
point,
ass.
an officer appears to gesture
I didn't see no.
Yeah, you can never. That's like when you get in a car accident, bro. You don't talk about whose fault it is.
No, hell no.
You know what I mean, let them do their job.
in prison if convicted.
Life in prison. Yep.
If convicted.
For real?
And they,
If. There's a big if.
Something new finally.
but they're already saying like that's not.
They're backing
protocol.
off, huh?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they're saying that's not no protocol where you didn't train no officer to do nothing like
It's making
that.
the
To
whole
just get out and
Newark
dump.
police department looking
So
bad.
he,
now.
so he tried to make it sound all violent, like he was about to get shot. So
Yeah.
he, okay.
So he could go ahead and do what he
and
did.
do what he did.
And
Bro, the
that's-
windows were up the entire time.
Yeah, and that's hella dangerous. Like
So the
you
windows
know,
were tinted, man.
hella other cars right there. As you saw a city bus right there. You know, he could have.
A lot of people.
Yeah,
that was
someone could have gone astray.
To happen. Yeah.
Someone could have gone astray. Even if he hit the car, it could have gone straight through.
Right?
Yeah.
Could have hit somebody. You know what I mean?
Ricochets, all that shit.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have the target,
Exactly.
even if it were that type of
Mhm.
situation, he did not have the target in range. Like there was no reason. Yeah, exactly.
That's nowhere your bullet's gonna go. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
don't
Right.
fire until you look past where it's gonna go.
Yeah.
Right, that was just reckless shooting, obviously.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That was a motherfucking gangster.
They've been waiting
Yeah,
for that
For real, that's
that
how
was some
shit.
gangster
G
shit, like,
hopping
obviously.
out like that. That's like
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like finally.
Explaining himself and shit.
Shit, I've been
Yeah.
seeing all these movies.
He's like, you saw the gun, right?
And
Kill both
then
them motherfuckers.
see, like every other one. This is how I'm gonna get away with it. I'm gonna say he had a gun.
Oh yeah. Hell
That's
yeah,
like the
but,
first thing they
The
go
first
to.
thing. He
But
had a
the
gun.
thing
He
is,
pointed
like,
at me.
He went like
They
this. I
need
thought he
that
had a gun.
evidence
Like-
nowadays. Like nowadays, they need to see that gun in that video.
Yeah.
They need to see a gun, and if they found one in the car or on a person or anybody, and
So
it
there
is-
was a strap in the car, though,
I
right?
don't
But it
know.
doesn't even say it in the report.
Doesn't
I think
say
that
it.
would have been like, yeah, they did find one in the car, but like it wasn't pointed. But it's nowhere in the report that there was a gun or
Yeah,
not.
Oh man.
because it was a basic
Shit.
traffic stop. They're just
Yeah.
trying to, but they just took off.
High speed. Yeah.
That's no reason to shoot the guy though.
No, not at all.
Same,
That-
man.
that's
Should've-
definitely ridiculous.
should've-
And even
yeah.
to do something like that, they need permission.
Yeah.
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 Even on a high speed chase, they need to call it in. Like, all right, so what you want me to do? Sometimes they just tell them, like, just follow them. Just follow them. We're gonna call back up. This and that.
We're
So-
gonna trap them or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, wasn't it in Newark too? Remember where that police officer they took that one drunk driver into the hospital, and then like the drunk driver was kind of talking shit while he
Oh
was
no,
on the
that
stretcher.
was a suicidal victim.
Oh yeah, that was a suicide.
Okay, and
Where
then,
he
but he
slaps
smacked the fuck out of him
Yeah.
to the point where like he had brain damage and he needed like facial reconstructive surgery and shit.
Yeah,
that was in New Jersey too.
Yeah, that's
so I
right.
feel like they got to go ahead and actually do something and make an example because
And
now
that-
it's like 2 within a year. There.
And that dude was actually like stopping and frisking and selling the drugs on the side in uniform.
And he kind of looked like him. No lie, might be his cousin.
Somewhat.
It's the same motherfucker, bro.
Somewhat.
Ah, shit.
Might be the same Duke, man.
It's crazy though. Like I don't know. They need to. I think they need to do some mental tests to all these officers and see where they're at mentally.
Well, they
Do you
don't do
know-
mental tests on officers, and that's the crazy part because they
Exactly.
should.
Yeah, that's why I think they
But
should.
do you know how hard is it to be a cop?
It's tough,
It's
man.
probably one of the toughest jobs ever.
I like the critical thinking aspect, man. That's it's
Yeah.
fucked up. It's
Think about it.
crazy.
You probably
Yeah.
got PTSD.
Yeah.
Every person you come to, you get called for. You're probably thinking the
walking
worst
up to
scenario.
that car. Yeah,
Yeah, you're just thinking the worst
Wait, are you
scenario
saying-
all the time.
Is it difficult to become one or difficult to be one?
No,
Probably be
to
one.
become one.
Oh, to become one? No,
I
no.
don't think so. Probably not. Right?
Yeah,
You just
no,
go to
no,
the academy.
yeah,
You
yeah,
go to the
yeah.
academy, right?
We're like, fuck, man, poor dudes.
From what I've heard,
Yeah,
it's,
you fucking
it's
stop
simple,
smoking
like,
weed for a month.
You just
know?
go do your
Yeah,
physical
yeah.
things like
And then
20
you take a
push-ups,
test.
2 miles, take a test, and then
They do
you
that
got-
like an
then
initial
you gotta do the
psych
gun
test,
training.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They do
So
that.
I don't think it's very difficult.
You got to memorize like over 200 or 300 codes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta know a lot of codes.
They be lying. I remember one time I got pulled over. Oh, it was with you. Remember when we had the container in the front? I asked them, "Can you tell me the law that says I'm not allowed to drink in my car?" Or some shit like that.
Shit.
I was running out of breath. My bad. I was trying to
Yeah.
finish it.
And they're like,
No, they pulled us over and they try to give us some bullshit code. And I'm like, "Can you tell me the code that it is for?" It's like, "Oh, well, I don't know. I'll pull it up for you though."
That's
There
crazy.
you go.
Because they
to know
don't
it.
memorize.
I'm pretty sure there's one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's somewhere.
But
you
he
know?
never told us.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah,
I
man.
forgot
Law,
why.
dog.
We were just sitting outside.
It's like you probably got your days where you were like, yeah, I stood my ground, and then you got your days like, I just wanted the motherfucker to leave, dog. I wanted to live that
Yeah,
night.
so that's how it
You
be.
know what I mean?
Sometimes I'm like, I don't even want to fuck with you. Can
Yeah,
you
just what you
go?
want, bro. Just let me
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I
Imagine
mean?
a
Like,
cop
fuck,
is
man.
towards the end of his
Yeah.
shift,
Yeah.
and then you know what I mean.
Well, that's right.
but
And they
I
got
mean-
mad. They got mad because we had weed in the car, and he asked him, "Well, I have my cannabis card." He's like, "What about him? I have my cannabis card." So they can't do shit about it. You know,
So he was big mad. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not
And the car
situation.
wasn't on either.
the
so
car
it's
wasn't
like,
on. We're just chilling there, and then they're like, "Well, we got our medical cards." It's like, okay.
Yeah, they're probably
We
fuck,
just,
man.
we just had to
trying to meet my quota.
We made them believe that we were like potheads. We're like, nah, this is the amount we smoke.
No,
like,
sorry.
Yeah, best believe they said at the end of the street, peeking, trying to see if you're gonna drop away though.
We're like,
But I definitely agree. Like on the other side, to be a cop, that probably would be hard. I mean, you're
It has
public.
to
You're,
be,
you're,
man.
A lot of
you're,
PTSD.
you're public enemy number one at that point. You know, ain't nobody.
Who's happy?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Who sees a cop and is like, oh, it's the cops? Like, you know what I mean?
Nah,
Fuck,
look at
no,
the
them
area
days
like,
is
oh,
over.
fuck.
Right. Maybe back then when you're 5 years old, you wave at them, but now
Yeah,
that you're
like,
fucking.
Can I get a
Oh,
sticker?
they're doing stickers.
Roll your windows
Can I get a
down.
sticker?
Roll your windows
Yeah,
down.
can I
Put
get
your
a sticker?
seatbelts on.
Right.
Yeah,
bro,
it's all-
even the other day when I was buying a coffee, there was like one behind me the whole time thinking like, fuck, like I just
You feel
You feel the
have a-
butterflies
you
in your
have a
stomach,
feeling where
yeah.
he just wants to grab you. And it's
Bro,
like,
I was
fuck,
washing my car and the cops were getting their car washed right there at the Del Monte car wash. You know when they do
On the
it
block?
themselves,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And I'm just sitting there and there's two behind me and I feel a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we just had it rough growing up, dog.
we don't even, but it's crazy
But
how
it's
like
not- it's
instead
not
of
worth
feeling
it to
safe,
me.
it's just like that instead of like,
The
oh yeah,
opposite.
we feel safe. We're
Because
like,
there
oh,
is those.
fuck, like
And then I
What
felt
I
it
do.
shouldn't be like that.
But
you know?
there is
Yeah.
those though that you're talking about that are actually
Yeah.
thankful and happy to see them. You know what I'm saying? Probably friends of the family. But us, we was on the other
Crazy,
side. We were like,
bro.
nah, fuck that. I'm
Well,
out.
it's
Yeah, for real.
But what's funny?
I'm sure we're all like, we don't. It's not like we're out there murdering people
Nah, but
and
yeah,
fucking
we-
doing hella shit.
Just
But
trying to
like,
stay out of jail, you know what I mean? Yeah.
but no matter what, like you just see a cop and it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
That's
Uh-huh.
real. Because
Right.
you could be clean, you know, you ain't got nothing on you, but you still be like, fuck, there's a cop behind me. I'll get pulled
Is he
over.
gonna fuck with me today?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
actually-
I think that's what it comes down to.
Mm-hmm.
Like me and my boy got pulled over for wearing the same shoes and a white tee.
Yeah, you see, it's just like
Yeah.
that. Or why you wearing a certain color?
Simple shit,
Like,
right?
Yeah. They
like,
try
why
to-
ain't you looking for a murderer?
It was just like, yeah. I remember one time I was chilling in the car and then like a cop just pulls up and was like, you didn't hear those gunshots? I was like, what? No, I've been over here just chilling. I was like, we got reports from gunshots over there. I was like, no, man, I'm over here chilling. I was like, just had a blue flannel. I was like, what's up with the blue? It's a fucking blue flannel. I mean,
I got it from Boot Barn, motherfucker.
What's
What do you
the
want?
problem?
Shit, yeah.
Don't I
was
look
like,
good?
oh,
I got a
like,
horse too. Don't I look good? All right,
There's a
so-
fucking. There's a fucking.
Why you
sale.
wearing the blue
Yeah.
uniform?
Well, are they okay? Did the
Yeah.
people get? Are they cool? Like
yeah.
shit,
What's
man.
up? What's up with
Like,
the people?
dude,
Are
don't
they
you have to
okay?
go look for
Yeah,
that
should I
gunshot?
go in the house?
Yeah,
Is that what you
go
telling
do your
me? Like,
job.
shit.
Yeah, chilling.
But
Yeah.
see, isn't that funny how all of us could gather around and we all have like a
We have our own,
story,
yeah.
or an occasion where we're like, yeah, that shit wasn't cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's always been. Yeah,
I know
everyone
half
has
of you
a
guys got
story.
your ass beat by a cop. I know it.
Thank
you
God I
ask
did
a
it.
table full of men from
Not
this
beat,
area.
but
I
fucking
feel-
harassed
Nah,
all the
but you know they be
fucking
doing
time.
that though. Like
Roughhouse
on
a little bit.
on the
Yeah,
low, bro.
hell yeah.
Yeah, they pick you
Yeah.
up, take you from Octane or someone, beat your ass, and take you to jail or some shit like that's common.
Not me, but I know people. who
Yeah,
have,
you feel me?
for
Yeah,
sure.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
for
Like
sure.
it happens. It's sad.
Yeah.
Like
That's
fucked
For
up.
real.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of them have like the little man syndrome. Like they
Yeah.
probably got picked on during high school and they're mad,
I
and so
agree.
now they become the
They have a little bit of authority, yeah.
and then,
So it's a power trip.
Yeah,
So,
I feel it. Because I mean, once you get that badge, you become like you're accepting all this hatred from like people who don't even know you, and that pay that they get is not worth it to me. So what is it for? Maybe what you're saying is like, you know what? I just kind of they picked on me when I was younger. So now I got
the juice now. It's my turn. I got the juice.
And just got the juice
now, man.
Just
they
carrying
got a
a
list
gun
of your
alone,
name and
just,
all that shit.
you know, gives us a person a certain feeling.
Yeah.
Just carrying a gun alone, just makes a certain.
Some people feel like it's
just a little
because
itch.
power.
It's it's a tough subject, man. It's
It's a
crazy
little itch.
psychologically. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's wild.
But it's like how we had with that Lil Xan situation. You know, it's a big responsibility if you're pulling that shit out on somebody.
Bro, if he didn't have that strap, he would just hopped in the whip real quick. He wouldn't have said anything else.
Yeah, he would have just ignored it.
He would have hopped in the. I bet you would have hopped in the whip and just started talking shit out the window and would have drove off.
He didn't have to. Yeah, it was unnecessary.
Wait, did he cop out with a cup too?
Huh?
Did he cop out with a cup?
Oh, he had like a little bottle or something.
Oh, see, that's even worse. Now he's like, what's in there?
Slurpee.
He coding crazy.
Double
Yeah,
cup.
two-
It was a double cup.
Yeah.
A double
Crushed up
coffee
2
cup.
Xans, poured it in there too.
Shit.
Yeah, that's.
But I'm just saying, like,
In the-
that's immature coming from him too. Like, I mean, it's not like he's the most mature artist either, but that's just like stupid even lower. Because I'm like, bro, you're at a point where you really don't need to fuck with anybody talking shit like that. You could blow that shit off like it ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Dust it off your shoulder.
Yeah, dust it off your shoulders. Oh well, I don't like Tupac. It is what it is.
You got that.
Like that's how he could
got
have
that
felt.
soft skin. That's what it is, man.
Yeah,
I thought he stepped
exactly.
back from music though, didn't he?
Yeah,
some shit.
Didn't he
did.
say like, "Oh, I'm cool off music now"?
He like he's off. Cool.
Or
Like
not.
no. What he said was that Tupac was boring.
No. But he's talking in general. Like
Like,
he's
he
not
just
making
stepped
music
back
no
from
more.
doing
Oh
music,
yeah,
yeah.
Lil Xan.
he ain't doing
Yeah.
shit.
He's getting too much hate. He can't deal with it, man.
You gotta have tough skin to
He's
be a
still a
voice,
kid,
man.
man.
I mean-
Kid.
I mean, come on, like he's just depressed.
I feel like it's a
sipping
lot
all
of
the
it.
time, just feeling
I
low.
feel like a lot
It's
of
hard.
that shit
Then
is
he
a cause.
gets
It's hard, bro.
He gets shit talked about on fucking social media. That's all he sees. He feels more low, pops more drugs,
And he made himself vulnerable.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, everybody got an opinion.
I think it would have been good if he just would have had some alligator skin on him.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
nah, he's just
But you have to when you're an artist. You know what I mean? 'Cause
you sign up for that.
Yeah.
you know how many people are gonna talk shit. Not everyone's gonna like your shit. Yeah, you know
Especially
what I mean.
where we from, man. It's a
Yeah.
small area, bro.
Yeah,
Everybody
for real.
mad.
Because everybody, we come from an area where everybody trying to get it, so everybody feel like I can't promote this
Yeah.
other person because I'm trying to get it
I'm
too.
trying to get it, yeah.
Instead of doing this shit where it's like, and as a unit together,
You gotta have that tough skin.
yeah,
Yeah.
it makes a bigger scene as a unit.
Yeah, for real.
And he's just probably misguided as well. He ain't got no.
Young.
Doesn't seem like he got an
Just
OG
young,
with him
yeah.
or someone that's able to let him know when his.
I
you know
feel
what
like he
pick his
just
battles and stuff.
The kid really doesn't know who he is. That's why he gets more face
Hasn't found
tattoos, like you
himself.
said.
Yeah.
He keeps doing drugs because he don't know what
He's
to
lost,
do
yeah.
to
Hey,
be at a respectable
time, you know,
level.
we
you
had a
know?
good time when we were younger. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, we can.
Yeah, but at the same time,
But not to that extreme though.
That's
you know
too
what I mean?
extreme. Yeah, we didn't have
It's
that much of a good time.
Yeah, like we had a good time, but
Yeah.
not
we
to
knew
that
at a point
extreme.
like I don't feel right. You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just stop.
Yeah.
You know,
For
I
real.
think we knew how to call, like you said, the battle a little better.
Yeah.
We definitely
We
could
was
call it
gamed
a
up
little
pretty
better.
well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
because
Yeah.
nowadays,
Good
I mean, you
influence.
see all these artists just popping one Xan
Lost.
after another Xan, and
Dying.
pop
Yeah, it's
or
fucked.
sipping
Popping
pine
that fake
after
shit.
pine.
Well, you know,
all this
some-
fake shit out here, bro.
So somebody had brought that up, and they were like, you know, well, we was doing that shit too. You know, we was always partying. I'm like, yeah, but
Yeah.
not to that extreme. When we was partying, we did it not to say we were lightweights or anything, but it was a different
Moderate.
thing. Like,
Moderate,
yeah, a little
yeah.
bit more moderate.
Yeah, and then we
not
also-
so much. We got to be
I still
fucked
there
up
was that
every
one
single
person.
day.
Yeah, and we had that friend that like will always tell you like, "Hey, chill, slow down."
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you don't
we
need that.
definitely
You don't
had-
need
that's
that
what I'm
other
saying.
thing. You don't need more.
We
like,
definitely had those guidances that
Yeah.
were like, hey, you know, you're cool.
for
Like-
real.
like,
Yeah,
watching out for you.
Because I was out there popping thizz. I had people like,
Thizz,
yeah.
yes.
And I
Yeah.
had people telling like, hey man, you don't need
Dolphins,
two.
yeah.
You don't
The Louis
just
Vuitton,
start with
bro.
one. You know, you're
That's why my
cool.
bank's
One, or
You
messed
know what
up.
my
shit
excuse
like
is?
that.
Same.
Pop- yeah,
My
you don't
excuse
feel-
is I'm heavier. I need two of them.
Yeah, give it two.
I'm heavier. I need two of them. One won't hit me, man.
Yeah, but
But
Chew
they're
'em up. You gotta
quads.
chew 'em
yeah,
up.
that's
yeah,
why I
the
like
quads.
they're
Quads.
quads, bro.
Yeah,
So
that's crazy.
It's
yeah,
insane, bro.
I
I can
believe
see
it.
why people get addicted to them, though. Whenever I came down on my lows,
oh yeah,
I just felt hella depressed.
for real.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
because
come
that
down terrible.
Dude, you
Makes
just
wanna
open yourself
pump
up,
another one
dude.
and
That
shit.
sh-
But
that
that's
shit
when
is
you
crazy.
smoke,
Yeah.
smoke the A to your face, bro. You just smoke, smoke. That's what I would just do. Just smoke. My
Can't even
brains
eat. Can't eat for
Yeah.
shit.
Can't even think.
and just I'll try smoking just to try to eat too.
And I'd be up all night. I'm like, why the fuck am
Oh,
I
yeah,
up?
bet.
I'm not even like on it no more. Why am I up?
This
you know?
will get you. Yeah.
Yeah.
just fuck up your whole cycle and
Yeah.
shit. They just overuse. I feel like they overuse your brain.
You
and
know
your-
what's crazy?
and shit
Some
like
people
that.
don't come back. You know what I'm saying? We all good right here.
And I know we all know
Yeah.
people
But,
that
yeah.
haven't came back from it, and it's
It's
just
sad.
a trip.
Yeah,
Because
that
that could be
is
just
sad.
you. The same way you look at yourself in the mirror and be like, yo,
All that shit kill me
yeah.
daily, bro. I'm just, you know, as an artist, I'm like, damn, dog, I got so much to talk about.
Yeah.
Shit, it's hard. Yeah, it's fucked up. Looking at the, you know, the curbs and seeing those people, you know, it's like going through Chi-Town and shit or some shit like that.
Hell
like, it's
yeah,
wild.
I agree with that. That's a lot of people. You know what's funny is like you never know who those people really were. It's like a lot of them probably have some type of story. Because I remember there was this one woman who used to walk Seaside. And I won't say no names, but like a lot of people knew her and shit. And they were like,
I know who you're talking about.
You probably do, but at the same time, you know, a lot of people were like, before she was hitting the crack and shit, she was actually like saying had a good job, had a good family, had everything, and you know, got lost in drug, and you know that started to make me think, well, who the fuck are these people over here? I wonder what the fuck
What's
like
the
they
story?
gave up
Yeah.
in order to like you know fuck their life up, unfortunately.
or what they were going through. The
Or
fact
what
that
they were going
that's
through,
the
yeah.
only
How
resort they
hard
had.
life
Yeah.
is.
True,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Speaking of crazy, man.
Shit, there
Oh, my homie Fofty.
Shit.
we some.
Hey, that bitch was bad though.
I like that comment, the third one though. The third comment on the right.
I met 50 Cent.
At Gold's Gym, he was a punk.
Man, you said this the same thing. I'm
Shit.
So let's check this out. Young rapper approaches 50, asking
And-
for.
Not even.
Is he the one in the red?
Wait, is that
50?
50's
Yeah.
girl?
50's
He's in
or-
a flannel. Yeah, 50's with that
This is on a
shit.
date. He's on a date.
He's on a date with what's her name?
Thickumms. We call her Thickumms, bro.
Black
Fuck.
Chicago something.
I don't even know.
I think she's from Chicago. But
Lovely
yeah,
lady. Lovely
she
lady.
would have Thickumms. He would have Thickumms, and rapper just approaches him asking to check out his ID, his IG. So I don't know, like
I mean,
think-
he wants
yeah,
it.
I
you know
think
what
Who's
I'm
recording?
the
And
dude
he
told
turns
me.
That
around, he's
dude's
like, oh, you
man's.
record.
The dude told me.
saying? Yeah.
He's looking at his IG. He's begging him to look for his IG. But a little bit before, when he tried to walk away, I did kind of see like this young rapper try to at least like trying to be like, hey, like trying to touch him, and then that's when 50.
That's when he
tripped
got into
out.
that
Yeah.
mode right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's trolling, man.
Yeah, but then afterwards, I like the way how 50 approached him.
The way he
Because you're
approached
stupid.
him.
Like,
Told him straight
way
up.
he
not gonna work
approached
because you're
it.
stupid, bro.
Conduction, homie.
Yeah.
There's nothing you could show me right now. That's crazy.
And
plus-
fucked up.
and plus
He
when
approached
a-
him the wrong
Look at
way.
my
Yeah,
IG's
definitely.
gonna
When
help you,
when a
bro?
young dude approaches you young, and you know how these young niggas are nowadays,
yeah.
got a piercing in his face. I don't know. I think he has a tattoo in his face too,
Okay.
and approaches him a certain way,
Yeah.
and he's on a date
You're in
vibing with a
defense
chick.
mode, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
So
Well, man
I
wouldn't
mean-
feel mad.
Either
What
way,
man
though,
wouldn't
there's
feel mad?
different
Like,
sexual
bro, I ain't
approaches.
about that right now.
There's a time
Yeah.
and place.
Yeah,
There's a
time and place.
I'm out here trying to get some pussy. I'm not trying to work.
Yeah.
You could have just said, "Excuse
Yeah,
me, I know
man.
you're busy. Let me take a picture with you. Hey, I'm gonna tag you. Check out my IG." Like, there's different ways to approach it.
But I have a little bit more of respect for 50 Cent in the aspect because, like, the way he was approaching him, like, bro, why are you mad? Like, I'm telling you,
Yeah,
just-
I'm telling you,
it's
it's
just
not
not
working.
like you really see it in his
Yeah.
face, like, what are you doing, man? Like, and I respect that manly approach. You know, it could have just been like, get the fuck away from me, or so, you know what
Get
I mean?
away from me, Kevin. Kept
Or
walking.
Lil Xan, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
see what I mean? There's
Yeah.
different approaches.
But he just he taught him a lesson. You know, like you don't have nothing to present to me. He told him that like it's not working. What you're doing right now is stupid. It's dumb. You know, like
It's not professional
not
at
at all.
Not professional.
Well, these people think that method is still gonna work. Like, oh, I'm gonna wait for you outside the radio station. And be like, yo, give me my demo type of shit. That's what he's on, bro. But
And it could be a positive, and I feel like that's my negative is I'm not like, hey, I'm a rapper. You know what I mean? To
Yeah,
everybody
right.
I meet, and they give me shit about that. But it's like you want to respect privacy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially in
Yeah.
that situation.
Hell yeah.
Leave him alone, man.
And she looking
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
too.
I feel like,
She
yeah,
looking
I feel like,
cool.
I feel like that,
He didn't look
I
at 50
yeah,
Cent.
I feel like the guy should have approached him as a fan first, and
Yeah.
then maybe try to get into his little. Hey, I'm also an artist, you know. So
Or he could have just
Yeah,
really approached him like to
you
be
got a
honest.
minute?
No, like
Yeah.
like to be honest, he could have approached it like viewing the whole aspect of it. Look, I know you ain't got no time right now. I know you busy, but you know it would mean something if you can. And you got to take it how it is. Either he with it or not, man.
Yeah, if he's with it, if he's
worst
busy,
thing he
like,
gonna say is no.
That's transparent.
Yeah,
he's showing him like
he's showing him
yeah.
himself like, look, man, I know you don't have time because obviously you know
You
you
50.
Thickumms over here.
Yep.
So you know, but so the last thing you want
Shout
to
out
hear
to
is me
Thickumms.
talking about my tape.
Yeah.
So
I got a song for you and her on this joint.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Slap it
I got
tonight,
when
you
y'all
know
could
what I
get down
mean?
to.
Yeah, word.
You know what I mean?
At least
You
have
gotta
a
post
card.
it.
You know, have something.
Or a card.
Cargo
Card is
shorts,
definitely
man.
professional.
Yeah.
It says
Have a
everything.
card that
Copy,
50
bro.
here.
Fucking
Just,
killing me, dog.
you know,
I agree.
It kind of looks like 50 got some small feet, but you know.
Tight ass capri jeans though.
Yeah, for real.
He skipped leg day.
Shit, for real.
He say small ass feet.
But no, but yeah,
that's
I
insane,
do
man.
respect that. At least 50 took the time to be like, hey, you're doing
Yeah.
it wrong.
Yeah.
Change this up. Change
yeah,
it up.
for real.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Shit, man. I mean, like, how would you guys approach somebody if you're?
I mean,
a
so
big
it's
fan of-
happened.
I already made my aspect, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's not. Go ahead, man. You can go first.
No, I already
Oh,
made.
okay.
Like I said, just
Oh, okay,
observing.
okay. I mean,
everything.
so especially in the town, you know what I'm saying. I'm moved to San Jose. I'm not in these streets like you know how it was before. So if I like, if somebody comes up to me and I feel real uncomfortable, like I address it as so, you know what I'm saying. I don't think it's that aggressive, but I'm more like, "What's good, man? How can I help you?" Or, "Hey, you good?" Like, you know what I mean? Just questions of that nature because I could read them. You know what I'm saying? And if they come off like if they ain't gamed up to be that way, then I'll kind of like, you know, "Hey, I get your message, my man, but I just think you're going about it the wrong way."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I never show the whole defense like I'm tough. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's tough. Everybody can shoot. Everybody
play
can
the tough
fight.
guy.
But I just come off genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, my
Right.
man, I always check you out. I get that all the time. You know what I mean? Hey, check my shit out. You know, hey, he got like 35 followers or 100 followers, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I think everybody deserves an opportunity.
Right.
But it's like you said, if you can't game somebody up like he probably did for him, that's his job. He did his job. He didn't have to put him on.
Yeah.
He got put on now that happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People are curious who the hell this guy is.
Yeah.
He got his clout. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now he learned his lesson not to address artists that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so stubborn. Like I wouldn't go up to Dre. I wouldn't go up to Cole. I wouldn't go up to Jay-Z. Like hell no. Because I'm thinking in my mind state like I'm him. I don't want nobody to fuck with me. I'm just
Right.
If you see,
Once again, respecting privacy.
exactly. You know what I mean? So both of them won out of it. I mean, I don't think
I agree with that.
I think 50 won because he did teach him a lesson. He was able to be OG. You know,
Yeah,
big
he-
on
yeah.
But
And
then
you-
again,
yeah.
I don't think the dude got the lesson through his head because he's on IG talking shit.
Oh, he's talking. I didn't see the aftermath. Damn.
No, he's still trying to talk shit, but look, he's
That's
trying to
wild.
talk shit because he's trying to get 50 to go ahead and reply to it. 50 is obviously, he ain't say shit, and 50 says a lot of shit, but obviously he ain't say shit about this because,
for
like,
the
all right,
kids,
you
man.
got enough clout off of this, you got me fucked up if you think I'm gonna give you any more attention, you know what I mean? Like,
that's why.
there's
Yeah, he don't give him no more. He
Yeah,
already got it. We
yeah.
all looking who the hell
50
this dude
gonna
is.
fuck
Yeah.
around, actually listen to a song, hear a word that he says a lot, and trademark that word and fuck him over.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he's gonna do something dirty
Business-wise,
that
that's
way.
real
Yeah.
fuck him up.
business. That's
Yeah.
how you do it. That's how you fuck
he's
someone
a
over
smart man,
with the law. you know?
It's two things. He's smart and he's petty.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
and he has time. And he
Then when
has
you
time
both
to be.
fuck,
And
that's
when
a
you're
deadly
both-
force.
And then the smartest, most slept on motherfuckers are gonna be that way when they get to that level.
Right.
I'm sure of it. And that's what he's doing. Fucking fifth, man.
Shout out to
Shout out to
50.
Fofty.
Yeah,
Fuck,
Fofty.
my
Shout
bad.
out
Yeah.
Fofty.
man.
Pay him his money.
Yeah.
Pay him his money. Hey man, does anybody owe 50 money? Just make sure
hell
we're good.
man, I don't
We're
know.
good?
I-
All right, I'm
I'll
not
give
sure.
him money anyway.
Yo, I might have sold a CD one time, but yo, I
got
sent him-
50 cents.
I sent him that Cash App already.
Yeah, man. I think I bootleg a joint, but you know what? I'm paying back real quick.
bootleg joint.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Hit him back with the Cash App.
He said I still rep him to this day. I think it's good.
Yeah, I think it's all good. Man. Well, shit, man. Moving on, bro. Oakland becomes the second city in the U.S. to decriminalize
Shrooms.
Psychedelic mushrooms.
How do you guys feel
Shrooms.
about this? Being Oakland.
Shrooms.
Being
know, right?
Oakland,
I think that it might make Oakland a little better now that shrooms is legal. You know what I mean? A lot happier
with
people.
I mean, shrooms was been around, you know.
Yeah, of course.
And I don't really think that the big drug users are gonna just be like, "Oh, shrooms is legal. Let me go ahead and switch to this."
Yeah.
No,
and
but
if they do, then they're gonna be more crazy because they're gonna be dosing like a motherfucker.
no, they're doing the microdoses now.
That's why. But I'm saying if let's say a heroin addict or a crackhead wants to go ahead and try to switch to shrooms, but they're so used to that rush or that
certain type of
slump
high
or
or
that that they're gonna go ahead and try to take a whole eighth.
Bro, you've seen heroin and crackheads like on the street. They're not looking for anything else but if you're a
Yeah,
crackhead,
there ain't
you're
no
searching
substitute,
for
bro.
the
Yeah,
crackhead.
they really
I know
is.
not
I'm
looking for
saying if
what's the
someone's-
alternative? No, I
I'm
want
saying
that
if someone
crack,
like is going to go ahead,
Nah,
and
let's be
try to
honest.
go ahead and
Let's be
legalize.
honest. somebody who smokes a lot of fucking weed. Fucking, we'll go up in there and probably be like, let me get like a whole eighth, like on the first shit, doing some dumbass shit. I don't know about a whole eighth. A whole eighth is crazy. I don't know about a crackhead because, like you said, there's no sub. But I do see a weedhead getting hella high and be like, let me try a whole eighth.
Nah.
Fuck
not me.
That's
I've
just
had
crazy.
a whole.
That shit
I've
is
had
crazy
a whole
though.
eighth. Like, nah, I didn't eat the whole thing like that. Like,
Man, who up in here has tried shrooms? I tried shrooms.
That I was
I've
gonna
tried
ask,
shrooms.
but I didn't
It's
want to
crazy.
fuck with privacy
Nah,
and shit.
We open. It's an open book over here.
Yeah, shit. I've tried
I'm
shrooms.
all
for
fucked
real.
up right now, man.
You know,
And
the only
shrooms
downside I see of this law passing, I guess people more freedom to be curious and explore it.
Yeah.
You know, so more people might want to try shrooms, and like some people don't come back from those trips. You know,
It's like
it's
like
like
you
we
had
were saying
said,
earlier.
yeah.
Hey, but you know
Like
what they
had
say? They
said.
say you gotta eat 20 pounds to overdose on mushrooms.
damn.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that
it's
what
like
it
one of the
is?
safest things you could do.
Yeah.
You good with a
That's 'cause
Whopper
it's
then? Throw him in a
natural,
Whopper,
right?
yeah,
I
right.
mean, that's
You
nasty
go
as
what
shit.
with a Whopper?
It tastes like pure shit.
That
Tastes
sounds
like
fire.
shit
Right
on
now.
sunflower seeds.
That actually do
Shit.
sound
I don't
kind
think
of
I
good.
could try them, bro. I don't like shrooms. I don't even
put
like
on a
regular
pizza,
shrooms.
bro. Just
Nah,
put
I
on a
feel it.
pizza, fold
They're
up the
still
pizza.
nasty.
Throw it in a pizza.
Yeah.
Hell
I don't know, man.
gotta
I've
chill
had,
with orange
I've had them
juice.
in chocolate
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, something to just take that flavor away quick.
But you,
That's
you
crazy.
thought the
I don't know,
Ninja Turtles was really Ninja Turtles, bro? Nah, but there's just regular turtles eating pizza with some shrooms in there, bro.
1/4/20, I saved it out and just ate it with nothing.
Homie
And
ate
water.
shrooms on an
And I
empty
passed
stomach.
out. And on an
Damn,
empty
shit.
stomach.
Yeah,
I
that shit was
fucked
flawed.
up.
What was that
You
like?
gotta eat
Thanks for
something.
No, he asked him. He
Shit.
passed out.
I passed out, bro.
I bet.
So how was the light when you woke up, man?
Yeah,
Fuck.
man.
Shit, nigga, I was still passing out while I was ordering food.
That's crazy.
Shit. I'm ready to tell my
Nah,
cousin, like, nigga, I'm about to
psychedelics
fall.
is a trip. Psychedelics is some other shit.
Yeah, eat something with it. You ate a sandwich with it.
Yeah, but
Yes,
I mean, like,
you're all right.
shrooms are cool, but my shit, I be on my DMT shit. I tell her all the time.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
man.
you're trying to get the hands on that shit.
Trying to get the answers of God and shit.
There you
man.
go.
For reals. I feel like this is the way, man. I feel like shit, drugs is really, you know what I mean? The
Becoming
answer,
more of a
bro.
norm.
You know,
Yeah.
for me, thinking you've heard the expression "history repeats itself." I feel like we're going through another little hippie era.
Yeah.
Kinda.
You know,
I mean,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah, and then if you really think about it, wasn't coke like also legal at a point?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
available.
Real
Coke
ingredients.
was
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah. And then heroin was also
I mean,
invented.
it's still legal, but it's on
The hippie era was at 60s,
dosage and
70s.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
a good
in the
50
60s.
years from now, like, fuck.
Hell yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, coke was a while ago, right? Like in the early 1900s.
they was
wasn't
putting
it?
that shit in the real
And-
fucking
and
Coca
soda.
Cola.
Yeah, the Coke and
Shit was in your
everything.
coffee.
Well, I well, actually, I heard it wasn't anything different for people to go into like a little coffee shop and whatever and just.
Take a
And it
bump.
really doesn't.
Like,
you know, it's
like
not
I was,
that bad.
yeah. That's how it was. Like, just how they had told
Yeah.
you, like cigarettes and
Mhm.
shit were like whatever
Yeah.
back in the day. Like same
Yeah,
thing with
yeah.
Coke. Like
Yeah.
they were just sniffing it
Don't
normal.
got coffee on the go.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
real quick bump, real quick.
Well, I heard
No hot water, no
Yeah.
problem. What
well,
you need?
They had like
Sniff it.
tables specifically for them and shit.
Coke
like,
plates and
but
shit?
Yeah,
Damn.
Coke plates, straws,
That's
fucking.
wild.
Oh, you need some coffee? Would you like some
Yeah.
Coke with the coffee?
Yeah.
Type
Yeah.
shit. Like, yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
That's
Going
fucking
wild,
wild.
man.
That's
Yeah.
wild as fuck. So
That's
now,
crazy.
now seeing this
But,
is kind of like,
what-
like you said, it's repeating itself.
What I
two
want to know
creamers
is
and
where
3 bumps
you're
of
gonna
Coke.
be able to purchase this legal shrooms. Is it going to be a dispensary? Is it going to be at a dispensary?
Probably.
It probably
is
will
it
be.
gonna
It'll
be
be in the
thing is-
market just like
Capital
that,
America.
unless it
Yeah.
regulated.
No,
you
the
know?
thing what they were saying is that if you were to go ahead and get pulled over with it, you're not getting a criminal charge or anything. You know what I
so
mean?
they
It's
decriminalize
just
So
it's
as far
just-
as the market, they're not.
But that's
introducing
just in
it to
Oakland.
it.
But you can't go to a store and be like, oh yeah, let me get an eighth.
Yeah, it's
of
not fully
mushrooms.
legalized.
Oh,
They're
okay.
not doing
Not
that.
yet, though.
But if you
Yeah,
get pulled
yeah.
over, you got mushrooms in the car, but you're not tripping at the time, then I mean, it's just like, all right,
But
well,
remember, just
it's just
in
like
Oakland.
having beer in the trunk. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in Oakland, not over here.
Yeah,
Hey, there's
just
already great art.
Still
out
get
here.
fucked over
Imagine
over
now,
here.
though. Imagine
Yeah.
now how
Oh.
the art's gonna be now. Shit.
fuck,
Shit.
I didn't even think of that.
Appreciate life more, huh?
Already
Fuck
beautiful
it.
out there.
Or technology, just all around.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking,
I hope
what's his
they
name?
ain't driving
Steve
and
Jobs
doing
was
it.
right here taking LSD.
Someone's gonna do it.
Well, you have to
I
take
know.
those type of things to go ahead and elevate to the next level because I mean, you
Exactly.
can't.
Expand your mind.
Yeah,
Stop
you know.
preaching to me, Ronnie. You're gonna make me want to try it.
That's true, man. You
I
gotta
just got
tap
this
in with
question.
100% of your
I just
brain,
got
man.
this
Bro,
question.
let's
It's
go,
like,
to,
yo.
let's go to the office. Let's get some shrooms, LSD, DMT, and just roll up a
DMT.
Jeffrey.
Look, why all of a sudden
Jeffrey
they're
sounds
decriminalizing shrooms though?
That's episode 43.
I think to move on to more drugs.
Yeah, because there's a stronger psychedelic out there that just obviously, all right, well, the shrooms is probably the lowest dosage of whatever might
Psychedelics.
happen to your brain when you take it. Because they have some newer shit for them to go ahead and just fucking decriminalize this.
Acid.
That's true.
Yeah, there's acid.
Acid is insane. I
think
know
it's-
people to put acid in on some eye drops in their eyes.
That's just
Fuck that.
That's insane.
That's
No.
white boy shit.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Yeah, because not me. Fuck that.
I'm good.
me,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
real.
I try to
I mean,
control my
on some
body,
real
man. That's all I'm
shit,
saying.
Yo, they'll
me-
do anything, bro. I seen them just put alcohol in their eyes.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But to
Lemons
me,
and
like
shit.
it just seems like a harder like to be honest shrooms. Like that's what acid seemed like a harder fucking shroom.
Yeah.
Like shit is trippy as fuck.
for real.
Your vision is like in and out and shit.
Everything is
like that shit is
funny,
trippy. Yeah,
like-
everything's funny. No, it's because I was it was funny because like what was it like maybe 2 hours into it I'm looking at my phone, right, and it's just like in normal distance right here, but it looked like it's actually like right here.
Were you on acid?
Yeah.
Hey, you
I'm
pull
on
that
acid
shit
and
closer to your
shit.
face. You're like, all right,
Yeah,
now
no, I
can see that
started
motherfucker.
laughing my ass off. I'm like,
shit.
oh damn, this
Oh, I'm in this motherfucker now. Like, I'm in here.
I'm over here tripping out like, damn, this shit is tight.
It's arrived. That's crazy.
Yeah. Nah, and I'm over here telling my boy like, man, I don't feel shit. And then like, he's like, man, just
Yeah.
wait on it,
It's
on
like
it.
the medibles, man.
Next thing I know, oh shit.
Yo.
Well, alrighty, man. I think that does it for today's episode. Savvy, man.
Conclusion.
Early
Thank
episode coming out Monday.
Try shrooms.
I think on Wednesday.
On Wednesday? We're not
Coming
opening
out.
up.
Yeah, we
No, yeah, we're
uploaded
gonna hold it.
still normal time. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay. I thought
Normal
you were
time.
It's a
opening up a
normal
little
day.
earlier.
Yeah, it's normal. But yeah, you want to give them your final plugins?
Yeah. So we got Disconnected coming out Saturday.
Ooh, nice.
I'm
All
anticipating
platforms?
to double numbers with this one, bro. For real, yeah. All platforms, even YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music.
Give them the name again.
You know
let
what I'm
them
saying? Savi, that'll be Disconnected. Shout out my producer from LA, Greg Monster Mendoza. Shout out my team, Gio, Uli, and Ray Riz right here. This album's amazing. It was fully recorded on a Manly, you know what I mean? A lot of good quality on that behind it. It's probably my best work today. And we got reggaeton, we got hip hop,
Okay.
we got trap, just to embrace the culture a little bit.
Oh,
You know
like
what I'm
that.
saying?
Culture,
And,
that's
nice.
and,
I like that.
it's so universal, man. I can't sit here to explain it. I'd rather you guys just check it out. And I'm an open person to opinions and criticism, so flood my IG, tell me what you think. You know what I mean? I'll always reply. That's how we do. That's how we tap in. We don't get no fake followers, no fake streams. We don't do none of that. But
all organic.
yeah, you know what I mean. And it's gonna be a good summer for us, man. Now I got my new friends right here. We're gonna link up,
Hell
get
yeah.
things
Definitely keep
cracking.
in touch. You know what I mean?
man.
Always welcome to slide.
And
Word.
yeah, you can 2fly_savvy on IG, and everybody else that I mentioned is reachable through there, as well as hit me. You know what I'm saying? I'm open.
Much love.
That's
Much love.
here for everybody.
SAVI.
Yep. 2FLY_SAVI.
There you go.
Yep.
Exactly.
Bet.
Yes,
Appreciate you
sir.
guys, man, for real.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you for coming through, man.
Thank you.
Thank you for sliding through.
Thank y'all for listening.
Thank
Till
you,
next
guys.
time.
And keep it organic, Bye, guys.